I gave you the food. Go get it. German shepherds. They're beasts. They just want to eat. Playing that shit, Sandy. Keep playing that shit. Oh, don't you know? Red team, go. Kendra got das boot, NJPW. Kendra is joining Natalie in the unemployment line. When I say stop the music, or start the music, you start it and you stop it. When I say get amplified man a mocha coffee, I don't mean an original. Just like I tell Sandy when I say go for a pass. If she can't go 10 yards in 5 seconds, we got a problem. All right. Sandy, cut that shit. Let's see if Sandy can follow directions. Sandy, the red button. Red. Oh, fuck. I don't know where I find these motherfuckers. Giant red button literally says start, stop. Oh, the green and yellow one? No, that's my Packers hat, Sandy. Oh, bro. Let me try to get you guys up on the big screen. If I can. Hold on. We might get some playback for a second here. YouTube might want to actually play an ad for BC. There you go. They're actually going to greenlight me, it looks like. We might get an ad. Oh, look at that. We're getting an ad. Who is this?
Crisis can happen unexpectedly.
Oh, no, not crisis. Oh, no. What is that, Chevrolet?
And though it...
If crisis happens, get in your Chevy and fucking run people over, I guess. Okay. I got you guys. You're on the big screen now, man. That's right, Ashley Steggles. Yeah, you didn't think your name... It's on the big screen now, motherfuckers. JR9, that's a big shock when they actually greenlight a BC video. I'm #1 public enemy in the community when it comes to YouTube, man. I think Vince is working with the tube, and they don't like BC. I think they know there's a lot of people with shticks in the community. They really rag on WWE, but then there's BC. I'm kind of an original cat where, like... I rag on them, but everything I say is so fucking truthful. It's like scathing. And the company finds me as kind of dangerous, you know? I'm not just a guy who has like a vendetta. I'm not just a dude who's carrying the flag of another company, so of course I'm gonna diss this company. I call everything down the middle, and I think that scares Vincent Kennedy McMahon, VKM. But they don't like to, hey, get my fucking ad in there, man. We gotta, sometimes we got all those new people that come in on a live stream, new subscribers. They have to know that before you subscribe, bro. Will you get the fuck in here? Get in frame, man, before you subscribe. There's no stupid people allowed, right? We don't care about your opinions. I'm going to hurt your feelings if we're just talking opinions, right? Because you're going to be like, Beasley, I like that match. It was my favorite wrestler, and you dissed it. I don't care. I'm talking about what's right and what's wrong. We like to talk facts on the channel, so we're all on the same page. This isn't one of those channels where a million different opinions is a good thing. No, we need to be on the same page so we could change pro wrestling for the better, because pro wrestling has been on life support for many years. I hope that makes sense, man. Not saying we all need to fucking think the same like robots, but we need to know what is fact and what is opinion. That, I think, the pro wrestling world has never really garnered the concept of that. So, keep this up here, man, because I want the sign to be fucking looked, man. It's a good mic. You guys can hear me no matter what, bro. Right? You guys can hear. Can I keep it a little more up? It's got a good fucking range. I could put it behind the camera. You're gonna hear me. There shouldn't be any static. I just don't want it to... I always get new subscribers on these live streams, like a lot, and like they need to know, man, because then I get some of them, the same ones that subscribe. 2 days later, Bliss, I thought you were nice. Wow, you're scary. I'm like, I'm not scary. I'm just trying to change pro wrestling for the better, bro. If you find my my critique scary, that's on you. Boo! I can be a boogeyman. I'm not that scary. Okay, maybe in public I am, man. Almost got into another fight at Nike. Nike was a madhouse, man. Recently. A lot of people. So everyone's walking over each other, not apologize. So I just said, fuck it, man. I was trying to get to the exit. I just started fucking shouldering everybody, man. Left shoulder. Here goes fucking dad. Right shoulder. Here goes the rest of the family. Here goes the fucking employee. They had a fucking 6'9" at least security dude. This dude was huge, man. Like a massive beast. Now, you know... It's a shady store if you need security at the fucking door. Fucking Nike, go figure. So I'm going out the fucking exit, and this fucking employee coming right at me. He's not even giving me a side, bro. He's just going down the middle. Like I don't fucking exist. I already have 2 full bags. One from Colombia. I got another fucking, maybe Eddie Bauer, and I got a big bag. I'm hung up on my side. I'm trying to give this dude respect. And he's just walking with another one of his buddies, like, look at this guy, Green Bay, fuck them. So I'm like, all right, bro, you made your bed, now you gotta lie in it. You're about to meet BC motherfucking Amplified, and that's not a good thing. And I fucking nailed this motherfucker. The shoes in his hand went flying, and he spun so much that he hit the dude behind him that he was talking to. Kind of to the side, it was like diagonal. He hit that motherfucker. Now, BC was going to be calm. BC was going to keep walking, right? Lesson learned. He's not going to do that shit ever again. So, this motherfucker actually takes another step. And I hear behind me, hey, man. Hey, man, something. Hey, man, what are you doing? I fucking stopped. Oh, I fucking stopped. I turned around. I gave him the, you talking to me fucking face, son? You're lucky I don't plow you through a wall right now. So I turned, I looked at him. Maybe he was expecting an apology. You know what he got? I took 2 steps right in his face. I put my finger right in his face, as disrespectful as I can be. Basically, do something about it, bitch. Right in his face, and I said, watch where you're going next time. Because next time, I won't be this generous. I walked out, and the security guy will not look at me. He's scared. He's pissing his pants. I could have swore I saw liquid coming from the left side of his leg. Left fucking pant leg. And I stopped. I wanted to fuck with him a little bit. I said, I don't know how you do this, man. It's a circus. He tightens up. He's like, I don't know what you're talking about. Just my job. And I'm like, you can relax, man. I'm not going to beat you up. I go, don't take this too seriously. Get out of this job ASAP when you find something better, because this circus, you can do better. He goes, okay. I took 2 steps to the door, and I thought, wait, that was kind of I'm trying to be friendly to the guy now. Okay. Now you want to be a fucking dickhead to BC, so I took 2 steps back to him. I said, by the way, your fucking size does nothing for me. In literally 0.2 seconds, I'll have you cut in half. I'll take your head off and I'll shove it up your ass. And while it's just your fucking neck at the top of your whole fucking bod, I'll snap that just for good measure. By that point, I had a whole scene, the whole store's watching BC, so I had to fucking leave. I was leaving anyway. Bitch. Anyway, that's my cold open. Actually, that's not my cold open. I want to talk some Renee Young as well. I said all of this, Ben. All of this. Nearly word for word. I don't bullshit, man. BC, out in the world, I'm a good dude. If you fucking fuck with me, if you literally give me a bad stare in a Starbucks, you're gonna feel the wrath. You can call me an asshole all you want. You're right. People are gonna learn lessons every fucking day, bro. I'm not that dude. I don't have the patience. You can call it I don't have the maturity to hold my words back and to hold my amplification. That's fine. You're not going to disrespect me when I can literally physically put you through a fucking wall. Not gonna happen. Anyway. Hi, everybody! New subscribers are scared shitless right now. They're running for the fucking door. They're running away. They're like, wow, JD's nice compared to this Fruit Loop. I'm going back to the solo monster. Is Wrestle Talk still around? I'm going to Denise Salcedo, man. I can't deal with this mother. This guy's a loony. This guy's beating the shit out of people in public. What does this dude do? What the fuck's going on over here? Oh, man. Yo, guys, before we do WWE last night. All right, thank you for hearing my story. I don't know how I even got on that topic, but welcome to an amplified live stream. You never know what you're gonna get. Oh, bro. Too fucking funny. Renee Young. And it's, well, first WWE. When I get to the Raw review, you guys are going to be fucking rocked. Shocked. You saw the thumbnail. WWE shocks the wrestling world. They produced, for the most part, I still have a lingering 6-women tag, for instance, on my dome piece from last night. But for the most part, top to bottom, wrestling-wise, they did something that is the unthinkable for that company. They actually put on a good wrestling show. Like wrestling. Not as an entirety. Not as the storylines, the finishes. But the wrestling. Bro. WWE did the unthinkable last night. Wait till we talk about Monday Night Raw, man. But before I do, you guys know that last week I did a video about Bubba Ray Dudley, and he was talking shit about Mox, and I'm sure he honestly didn't think that anything he was saying was wrong. He said that he should apologize. If it was him, he would have apologized, not necessarily to the boys in the back and the gals, but to everyone that paid a ticket and didn't see Mox. He wants more accountability is the exact word that he used. Oh boy. Now, BC unloaded on this because just as a fan, this just seemed like a fucking horrendous take. I don't care if this dude was in the business for a while, years and years, decades. He knows the ins and outs. His opinion deserves to be up on the upper echelon of anybody else. His opinions are facts. You know, I would take my opinions as facts way before Bubba's. Because I've heard his takes. And we're usually talking about shit like this. The balls to say that you would have apologized if you were Mox, like you were in his shoes ever. To say that Mox didn't have accountability by actually taking the help, because a lot of people don't accept help. A lot of people don't know how to. They're not willing yet. They don't know the steps to do so. They don't think they're strong enough to do so, and they continue on the path they are, and they ruin everybody in that path. Mox had that accountability, and every boy and gal in the locker room and every fan stood right behind him, bro. Right behind him. BC had to make a video about that. Not many people at the time that BC made the video, not many people did. A shit ton of people after BC made the video. Then everybody else jumped on board. They said, okay, BC's doing it. It's okay for us to do it. And then everybody else did a Bully Ray video. But if you're ever wondering, is that guy who always wears the Green Bay merch and the Yankees paraphernalia, all that shit, man, is that crazy guy on YouTube, BC? Is it just a shtick? Is he taking nothing and making it something? Well, if you're wondering that, if you're wondering if it was just people like BC that are just taking this story and blowing it up, well, his own wife, Mox's wife, actually talked in depth about her feelings about it. In fact, she went to social. My thumbnail said, Bully's bad take on Mox's return. And Renee sent out a tweet an hour later that said, real bad take, Bully. So maybe she watches BC with all the other AEW talent that I know does. A lot of WWE too, but I have way more AEW talent for some reason. Much love to all of you. AEW locker room watches a lot more BC. And that's how fair I am to you guys and to them. I don't let up on AEW just because a lot of them in that locker room watch BC. I don't let up. They probably watch BZ because they know they're going to get the best fucking review. They're going to get the best of what they're doing right and wrong and how I can help them, what they can help themselves with. Come on, bro. So Renee, the wife, says this of Mox about Bully Ray. In case you're wondering, was it just BC that blew this up out of nothing? Renee says this, and I quote, "The whole thing, the Bully Ray thing, you know, I saw it all over my Twitter and I was like, do I even address this? But it's like that thing, you know, people can talk shit about me all day long and whatever, it's fine. You talk shit about my husband, John, you talk shit about my family, that becomes more personal," Renee says to me. "And that bothers me more," says Renee Paquette. "It also bothers me because Bully is somebody who I've always really enjoyed. I've always really liked Bully. I always thought I had a good relationship with him despite other people not having a good relationship with him or him having burned bridges other places and leaving a bad taste in other people's mouths." Now this coincides with what Paige said. Paige stuck up for Mox as well, and Renee. And Paige alluded to the fact that that's why everybody loves Devon. Devon's the better one. It's because nobody likes you, Bubba. That's what Paige basically said. Renee's backing that up. It seems like Bully Ray is an actual bully in real life, and that's not going to get far with grown adults, bro. You're going to burn bridges at that point. So she actually goes on to say, despite people having bad relationships with him or having burned bridges other places and leaving a bad taste in other people's mouths, I've never had that situation with Bully. So now to be on the receiving end of it sucks. I've not talked to him since it's all gone downhill. He certainly has my phone number. He certainly has my husband's phone number, she says. So if he wants to reach out and call John or her and apologize isn't it funny how this turned out? You can apologize to us now, motherfucker. She says, but LaGreca said he was out in Northeast wrestling over the weekend, so who knows? I know Bully was with him. So yeah, I mean, the whole situation sucks. So just for context, Renee went over the whole thing in case people didn't know what she was talking about. She says Bully said that he thought that John should have apologized to the audience and apologized not necessarily to the boys and the gals in the back for taking time off, but the people that had bought tickets and wanted to see Jon Moxley, blah, 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 she says. There could not be a more bullshit, trash take, Renee ends that quote with. Honestly, my first reaction to it, she says, was I just thought it was like some shock jock shit. And I was like, he doesn't actually think that, right? There's no way he actually believes that John needs to apologize for taking time off to better himself. By the way, 3 months is also nothing in the scope of what wrestling is and also in the scope of his life. 3 months is nothing. So for him to go and do the things that he needed to do for himself, for our family, and for our daughter, that's for us. It's not for anybody else. And I could not be more proud of him for doing that in a business that is so notorious with addiction issues. It's unfortunately so common, so he went into what he had to do and no apologies. I love how she said, no apologies. You ain't getting shit. There's no payoff. This isn't an angle. There's not going to have a payoff of like a match or anything like that. It just seems like a really shitty take. End quote, Renee. Thank you. And that's just why I wanted to go over it, man. Just in case people ever come across somebody like BC and they're just like, all right, he's just making a shtick out of this channel. He's going to find little stories, blow them up to be big. No, this is a big deal, bro. This dude came back. The fans were loving it. It was a good return. And this dude has this popular podcast, I guess. I never listened to it. But it was popular enough to gain traction, this story, and catch the attention of Renee, who just thought, what the fuck is this dude who I once respected? What is he saying? This is a horrible take to go public with. So no, it wasn't just BC, man. His own wife was fucking appalled by it. Charlie Haas comments on a potential WWE return. Listen, I like Charlie Haas back in the day. What the fuck are you gonna do with him? You gonna bring him back and put him with Shelton Benjamin? Veteran WWE superstar Brian Kendrick has just requested his release. What the fuck? I thought that was a long time ago. NXT and 205 Live. I thought they already gutted that whole thing, man. Kendrick knows the writing's on the wall, man. If Nick Khan is getting ready for a sale, everybody who was from the old guard in NXT has to fucking go. That's why Triple H, Nick Khan, Brucey, Johnny, Vince, they're all in meetings, probably every day, talking about what do we need to do to package NXT to be sellable. Oh, that's right. I said Triple H is in those meetings. Oh, you didn't? Yeah. Did you expect me to say Triple H is at home, still recovering from his heart procedure? No, he's back in Stamford, boys. Triple H is back to work. You thought I was going to go, poor Triple H? His NXT is gone. You mean Dusty's NXT? Yeah, no. He's back to work. Triple H is in the same meetings trying to fucking gut that shit some more so they can sell it, so they can make NXT colorful and part of a WWE package so that when Universal comes around, Fox, who knows, maybe The Rock and some investors, it's ready to sell. The old NXT was not sellable to Vince, and he saw that the ratings weren't going. Triple H failed. He couldn't beat AEW. And Triple H had to go home. The USA Network was having problems. They didn't like the dim fucking lighting. They didn't like that it was not sellable. And Vince McMahon wants this company to be ready for a sale at any time. Guys, you don't have to like that information. That's the truth. If Triple H was pulling a fucking million every fucking Tuesday or Wednesday night, that shit would not have been touched. Triple H failed. He said he could beat the t-shirt company, the pissant t-shirt company. He failed. What the fuck you want me to do? Set up the messenger? He shouldn't have failed. Austin Theory is getting a push of pushes. By the way, I thought, Triple H guy. Triple H brought him from Evolve. Do you guys remember many takeovers ago when I believe Austin Theory was still part of Evolve? Triple H handpicked it, brought him over as Evolve talent. Triple H guy. He's about to hit the moon, guys. But I thought they're all supposed to be ruined. Supposed to ruin them all. You got all of the narratives in the company, man. And then fans gravitate to the narrative. Austin Theory's about to go to the fucking moon. LA Knight! You talk about to the moon. His feud with Cameron Grimes. LA Knight has hit the Triple H guy. Triple H guy. Wait, he's going to the main roster? Vince has big plans for LA Knight? Now, he's still going to get fucked with. He's probably going to come out as fucking DW Knight, right? Darkwing Knight. DW Knight. Maybe DW Day, right? Darkwing Day. Maybe LA Day, right? Maybe they keep the LA and he just turns into the day. Maybe he turns into a morning. Right? LA morning. Like a fucking, like a frozen concoction. He's gonna fuck with them. Because Vince does that with everybody. Pick and choose, right? That's what we do. We pick and choose. When a Triple H guy gets released, it's a vendetta against Triple H, basically. And then when Austin Theory and LA Knight get fucking promotions, basically, we're not counting them. We're not counting them, basically. Those releases, we blame a vendetta against Triple H. But when it's somebody like Morrison or Mickey and Bray and all them, no, we don't count them, basically. Seems to me like Vince McMahon is giving everybody a slap in the face. Vince McMahon is cutting anybody that Nick Khan tells him needs to be cut. Oh, I saw that War Dog. I'm going to get to that. Oh, I'm going to get to that, bro. Vincent Kennedy and his looks, the way he stares at fucking Austin Theory, bro. now that we went almost a fucking half an hour, BC just rambling about fucking who knows what. Just having a good fucking time. I'll stay here 3 fucking more hours if I need to. Hey, I saw some super VIPs, by the way. I'll get you guys in just a little bit, I assure you. Monday Night Raw, the first hour. I'm not going to go over that in full because last night I did a live reaction watch-along. So if you really want my live take on the first hour of Raw, check that shit out, bro. Check that shit out. We did that shit live, and man, that Bianca Belair, Zelina Vega match. I was not expected to be that, and I love both gals. I love both gals. I know what they're capable of. Zelina keeps getting better by the week. Bianca is just tearing shit up whenever she's given a chance. But, bro, I was live with you guys expecting like a fruit roll-up 2-minute match, 90-second match. They didn't get that much time, 5-6 minutes. But what they did, bro, damn! The chemistry, I mean, there was no fuck-ups, no hiccups, no hesitancy. Confidence was at its high-time peak. There were several times I thought Zelina was walking away with that victory. I hate seeing champions lose, by the way. I just didn't see how Bianca could lose that match. But there was a time at the end where I honestly thought that Bianca was going to lose via the Code Red. Code Red, man, and Bianca. And you believe that she's going to stop that with all that fucking might. Bianca stops that shit, turns it right into a KOD. And Zelina selling that shit. Flatline status, brah. Flatline status, brah. No. See, this is what I mean. This isn't a shtick. I'm not just going to be like probably with other people in the community. This match sucked. What do you mean the match sucked? The match literally did not suck. So if you thought that women's match sucked, then nothing will ever make you fucking happy. I'm telling you that right now. I mean, I rip these shows apart. I'm considered one of the fucking public enemy number ones in the community. And I'm still considered a relatively small channel. But there's people that can't stand my take because I rip the shows apart. But I'm waiting for positive shit to talk about, like this. If you go back and you watch that match and you say it sucked, with the time that they were given, which was not a lot, to do what they did, fuck did you want? Vince gave them time. Not Bruce Pritchard. Cut that shit. This is not the channel for that. Bruce Pritchard did not say you have 3, 4, 5, 6 minutes, whatever the fuck it was. Vince McMahon, Kevin Dunn, they have full control of the time of that show. Vince has his little fucking headset on. Vince has his headset on. Make sure we have enough time for Austin Theory and me. Yeah, make sure that you give me extra seconds when he walks out. I'm going to give him a little peek over to his ass. So trim some time off of this match, Kevin. I want some Austin Theory one-on-one time. Right? That's Vince. So with the time that they were given, they said, fuck it. Fuck it. Let's go out and have a fucking banger with the time that we do have. People just don't like wrestling. There's a big portion of wrestling fans that will not give women a real shake. They just won't. It has to be a 5-star melty boy banger to say it was anything good. I'm not going to punish these ladies for the time that they were given, bro. It's what are you going to do with that fucking time? And I hope that creatively they come up with something other than a fruit roll-up. Last night they came up with something that, I hate champions losing. But what a fucking sequence, man. I honestly thought, as a jaded wrestling fan at times, because this product is so bad, I will fully admit that, I thought the Code Red was getting hit. Go back and watch my live reaction. I'm shouting out Code Red, Code Red. Bianca's like, nah, bitch. Code, oh, hell no. And she turns that into the KOD, and BC was just flipping, bro. I think we really have to give the ladies more of a chance. It's hard enough that they're not getting it from Vincent Kennedy McMahon. Tony Khan is starting to, I mean, for a while, even last Wednesday, I believe he tucks the women right before the main event when he knows that's one of the worst spots for the rating because he doesn't pump up a lot of main events anymore because he puts the main event in the first match or something like that. So, like, if you're going to have an Acclaimed versus Sting and Darby match, and that's the match before is where you're going to tuck Serena Deeb in, it's probably not going to go over well. But Tony Khan has given some big ladies matches, like the Lights Out match. I believe that was Britt Baker, maybe Thunder Rosa. He did that fucking crazy match with, who was it? Penelope, maybe Anna Jay. It was like that tag team match. So he does go outside the box with the ladies. I feel the division is getting better. So I just hope that Tony Khan and Vince McMahon invest more time in the women's wrestling, and I hope the fans give them the same benefit. Because that was a good match with the time that they were given, bro. Zelina Vega and Bianca Belair. Damn! I'm so proud of Zelina. Zelina came back to WWE and people were hard on her, calling her a sellout. She'll never accomplish anything. You know, she won this tournament. She's won tag team gold championships. You can argue the prestige of either, and I agree. The lack of prestige at times because of the way both things are booked. And then she went through like a couple of months of a winning streak. She's banging out with Bianca even in defeat. I'm so proud of Zelina Vega. And Bianca Belair, man, she's just so good. She's going to have her shot again, and I hope the second time it does not end like what happened with Becky Lynch, beating her in 26 seconds. Bro, stop that shit. So, that fucking banger, man. Hour number 1, I went over all of that. They had Damian Priest and Kevin Owens. The match was actually good. The match was good. The ending was the same thing we saw with Dolph, you guys told me. I remember it was some type of match recently. It was the same exact ending, and it was the Dolph ending, where he just beats the shit out of him in the corner, and the ref says, that's too much, you're DQ'd. And then they just did it Friday when Natty did that to Aaliyah, and then they just did it again Monday. They're starting to rest too much. At least it's not fruit roll-up status. But they're starting to rest on the, I'm going to beat you and not listen to the ref and get DQ'd finish. That's a little bit much in the last month. But that was even a good match. And then we went into, what else was in hour number 1? Oh, the 6-woman tag. That was the one match of the night where, just stop. Just stop this. Take your L and send everyone to the back. And then I'll promote ladies wrestling to the fucking cows come home. But I can't promote that, man. 6 ladies were in there for a couple of minutes and nobody got distinguished. Nobody stood out. Nobody got booked properly for us to give a fuck about them in the future. Nothing about that was right other than sending 6 ladies out there to parade around in a circus. I just don't understand that at all, man. So that brings us to now. If you want the full hour number 1, go back to that live reaction. Now what we must do is go over the 2 hours that I didn't get to talk to you guys about. Hour number 2 of Raw, hour number 3. And when it was all said and done, damn! A lot of good wrestling on Raw. And I always tell you, pro wrestling is based more on just good wrestling. I can see good and even great wrestling at the local bingo hall. I need to see storylines that captivate us and feuds that culminate at a pay-per-view that are on fire. And we have to tune in to see how it all ends. Larger-than-life characters. That's what pro wrestling is all about. But for a show that's been so tragically bad, baby steps, Amp Unit. Baby steps. A show that was for the most part, top to bottom, beginning to end, start to finish, good wrestling? Fuck! I wasn't expecting it. They did the unthinkable last night. It's something to start from. Oh, and by the way, if you saw the positive thumbnail and headline and you thought that I was just going to be positive here, oh shit, you have another thing coming, because I'm still going to rip this motherfucker apart as well. Just giving you a warning. I'm still going, like right at the jump of hour number 2. Just like hour number 1 had 0.0 reasoning behind it with 2 dudes getting their weight taken. Lesnar and Lashley get their weight taken, and then they go to commercial? They leave the ring and go to... What the fuck? 2 dudes get their weight taken and we go to commercial. End of segment. That's how we started the show. Hour number 2 was no better. For 10 minutes. 10 minutes! BC watched 4 grown adults spell words. 4 professional wrestlers have a spelling bee. And it's cool if it leads to something, right? I mean, if they invested this time, it fits Gable's character. He just graduated college yet again. You know, so we're going to have this fucking spelling bee, all right? If it's going to lead to something really cool, badass, a really badass segment, and interest for the future, okay. But you're going to have to get uber creative. Do you know what this all led to, guys? This led to an Orton and Gable match. That whole spelling bee was just to get us to Gable and Orton. We've already seen these two teams have multiple one-on-ones together. They've already had a bunch of one-on-ones. This academic challenge, just like the Lesnar-Lashley weigh-in, was factually pointless. There was no point to it. It's like they're coming up with ideas that would fit a character, you would think. Right? The spelling bee or fucking academics that fits Gable. Cool. A weigh-in because 2 beasts, Lesnar and Lashley. Okay. Still sounds stupid, but okay. You're putting some time and effort into something. Okay. You spent the time and the money to buy a big fucking scale. Right? We're gonna weigh Lashley. We're gonna weigh Lesnar. You spent all the time to do this fucking spelling bee and print out little cards. You got the little podium. Now, what's it gonna lead to? It's almost like they're so proud of themselves that they came up with the fucking idea, and then they start smoking out of their dome piece. Malfunctioning. Can't go any further. This is all that I have. I am shutting down now. Sorry, Vince. That's it. They malfunction. Smoke is coming out of their dome piece. And Vince is there. That's all right. It's all right. You can smug away. It's done. You gave me the idea. I know exactly how to end it. After they get weighed in, they'll leave and we'll go to commercial. And I told you guys, I said, whoa, there better be something else with Lesnar and Lashley later in the night. You did not fly out Lesnar. Lesnar only has a limited amount of dates that he works. You brought Lesnar out to fucking step on a scale and say the words, Bobby who? And then he smiles and walks away. You wasted Brock Lesnar by putting that fucking 286 ass on a scale? Oh, you dumb fuck. The spelling bee. All the spelling bee. We'll put all this fucking 10 minutes of watching 4 dudes spell words. And when it ends, Vince goes, you know what I'm gonna do? At the end, we'll make a match. Gable and Orton. I didn't need a spelling bee. A spelling bee to get us to Gable and Orton. You brought Brock all the way out there. You're 5 nights at that point, 4 nights from now, from the Royal Rumble. If there was ever time for a big main event Raw segment, it was then. You saved that to the end of the fucking show. You have the weigh-in. Everything is kosher. Looks cool. Adam Pearce asked for a photo like they do at UFC, you know, like a fucking little photo shoot of them two at the end of the weigh-in. And at that point, their hands are kind of getting caught up, and Lesnar's pushing his hands, Lashley's pushing his hands, and before you know it, these alphas are not going to be controlled or contained, and the war is on, bro. Referees, wrestlers, security, cops. I would fucking make them look like cops, and everybody is trying to stop Lashley and Lesnar. They're going into the crowd, backstage, into the fucking parking lot. Cops cannot stop this shit. As they enter the parking lot, you see all the fucking cop cars, their lights are on. Maybe Lashley is going into a fucking car door window. We fade to black. Damn, I gotta see Lashley and Lesnar. You know what we got? Bobby who? Let's go, Paul. And after a 3-week build, BC is supposed to be pumped up on this? Bro, top of my dome, this is not in my notes, I didn't pre-think this, I just thought of something awesome for Lashley and Lesnar to get everybody captivated and elevate the war 100-fold. I just thought of that creative, top of my dome piece. This fucking multi-billion-dollar conglomerate company, that's the best they came up with? It's 2 alpha beasts! The story is sitting in your lap, just let them go to war! Right into the parking lot, man. Cops cannot even stop this. We'll be talking about this for the next several days to get to the Rumble, how bad it was. How badass. Bad is them just walking away after a weigh-in. Badass. What the fuck, bro? BC should not be coming out with better creative. This is the go-home show. You've only had 3 weeks build with Lashley and Lesnar. You've had no storyline at all. Lesnar has been face-to-face with Bobby before last night just one time, and he just cracked jokes about not knowing who Bobby is. Last night, he has a weigh-in, and then he just cracked another joke. Sunday, there'll be a new champ. Picture this, Paul. And new WWE champion, Bobby who? And by the way, Lashley could absolutely win the fucking championship. Maybe Roman costs Lesnar the match, and that sets up Lesnar and Roman for one championship. That way, you don't have 2 titles on the line. You don't have to talk about unification, because Vince is never going to do unification with the titles. So this is a way out. But even if Bobby gets the title, is Bobby just transitional past the title at WrestleMania? Because I bet you he is. Because Vince has already shown you that he's not willing to give Bobby Lashley the time of day as champion, just like Big E, just like Kofi Kingston. So if you think I'm going to have a field day because Lashley gets a title, you know, you burned me once. That's a shame on me, man. But twice? Bro, I'm coming to fuck you up at that point. I'm going right into Vince's office, and I'm like, dude, no. You can't do this shit. I don't understand this booking, man. I told you this was hot-shotted, guys. I told you that this was not going to be a good build because there was only 3 weeks, and Vince changed plans when Roman got the 19. So I told you that don't be too excited for this match. The match is going to be just as bad as the story. I wouldn't be surprised if Vince gives them 6 minutes and they do 76 spears or their power moves. Lashley sends Lesnar through the outside barricade. You're going to get that spot, I bet. Lashley is going to put Lesnar through the outside barricade, you know, where the timekeeper is. You're going to get that. It's going to be 6 minutes of power moves. I just don't know what anybody thinks is going to happen here, man. I'm hoping I'm wrong. I'm hoping when I do the good, the bad, and the ugly review, I'm talking about a banger of a match. But I don't know where the excitement's from. Of course, we all wanted to see Lashley and Lesnar. I think we wanted it under better circumstances. A real feud with what BC just said should have been creative. Them brawling all around the arena to the parking lot, and there's not a human being or beings with an S that can stop or get in the middle of them. That's how you book this, man. BC's not going to bring down his bar just to meet the mediocrity that this wrestling community has somehow fallen into. I'm keeping my creative way up high. This channel was built to make it better. Academic challenge. And it led to Gable and Orton. Good match, by the way. That seems to be the theme. A lot of good wrestling last night. Flabbergasted by that. Orton defeats Gable via the RKO. Great. Always love seeing a champion lose flat on their back looking up at the light. Same thing happened to Zelina Vega earlier. And another champion would be losing. As well, I know that was the first hour. Damian Priest also lost via DQ. Zelina Vega is a tag champion. She lost. Here you have Gable losing. And there was another champion later on that was going to lose as well. Always love seeing a champion lose flat on their back, clean as a whistle, said nobody ever. But the match was good, man. So I'll equal that shit out. Whatever. I mean, the match captivated. Okay. But what I'm not going to swipe away, right? The champion losing, I'll cancel that out with a good match. Do you want to know what we're doing next week? Anybody? Chat, do you want to inform everybody before I do? By the way, thank you guys. Almost 200 on the ups. 46 minutes into this, I forgot to even mention that. A couple hundred of you didn't need me to mention it. Thank you guys, man. Let's get over 200 on the ups. Let's go to 3 motherfucking 100 live. Do you know how? Oh, yeah, you guys. JR9's already got you. Guys, next week they're gonna have a scooter off. A scooter race. Randy Orton is going to be racing scooters. I'm gonna say that again. Randy Orton, at one time, the Viper. At one time, the Legend Killer. Anybody remember that character? Oh, brah. Bro. The Legend Killer, Randy Orton. He's gonna have a scooter race next week. I told you guys last week, man, and like always, I never bullshit you guys. Man. Everybody else in the community is like a fucking beer, right? Some of you have your low-class beer. Some personalities in the community can be higher-class beer. And then you got BC, I'm like a fine wine, bro. Like a fine Sauvignon Blanc. I'm the fine wine in the community. I'll never bullshit you. And I told you in that review last week, when I heard about the academic challenge, what did BC tell you guys? What was the teams that I brought up in the scenario? I told you guys this was going to play out just like the Street Profits and the Viking Raiders. Do you guys remember when they had that first round of games and everybody giggled? And Vince saw it and Vince goes, let's keep doing this every week. And we saw the Viking Raiders and the Street Profits playing Monopoly and Twister and Yahtzee and Spin the Bottle. That's right. Remember the time fucking Ivar had to kiss Montez? I told you guys last week, you shouldn't be shocked that this is happening, that we're getting a scooter race. A fucking scooter race with Randy Orton. I told you guys for months I can't wait for this to be over. Because Randy Orton, at a time where WWE needs stars, Randy Orton could have been in a main event scene, not even just going for titles. That's fine if Vince doesn't want him in the title picture, but you could be doing some heavy-hitting main event type storytelling with him with other people. And this is what we've done now. This is the second year that we're doing this. Started all of 2021 basically, and now we're going right into 2022. Daddy Orton and needy son Matt Riddle. But did you giggle? Let's cut to the chase. Fuck it. Randy Orton next week is going to be riding his scooter like Revenge of the Nerds. You ever see the movie Revenge of the Nerds? Revenge of the Nerds when they're doing the games. The fraternity games. Sorority too. I think the females and the men were both in it. And one of them was the scooter race. You're going to see Randy Orton riding scooters. He's going to try to win the race next week on his purple tasseled scooter that was gifted to him by Riddle a few months ago. But did you giggle? Hey, chat, did you giggle? Did you laugh last night? Because that's all that matters. You'll get to laugh again next week, and the crowd in attendance can clap and go, "This is awesome. This is awesome." No? You guys didn't giggle last night? Wow, none of you guys giggled? You guys are not excited for a scooter race with one of the best wrestlers in the world? Should be anyway. Storyline-wise should be, for sure, Randy Orton? No? There's hope for pro wrestling yet, then. I always said my amplified unit is the smartest, most badass wrestling fans in the community. That's why we've all come together to build this foundation from ground up. You guys are the fucking best, bro. Ain't nobody giggling at this shit. What you're losing in all of this is far gonna outweigh any good that Vince thinks he's getting out of it. Randy Orton has a few years left, and this is how we're fucking spending them. You ain't kidding, War Dog. You know what my chant would be? This is bullshit! This is bullshit! But did you giggle? Because that's all that matters. Backstage in an office in some faraway land, Alexa Bliss continues to receive therapy. The good news is, as I told you in yesterday's live reaction video of hour number 1 of Raw, WWE has trademarked the Goddess. That's really good news, man. Because Bray Wyatt is being disrespected hardcore by them keeping this Alexa character. This dark, twisted character. Bray Wyatt, that was his baby, man. And Alexa was an extension of his baby. That is just wrong. And Alexa Bliss, it would do no good for her, man. She'll never have people giving her a second look because it'll already be tainted by what they are viewing. So they trademark the Goddess. Now I hope there's still an edge to this Goddess character, no doubt. But I think most of us can agree this character cannot be on her anymore. I think she knows that. That's why she put on her social last week when BC talked about it. And she went out a few hours later and she said, don't worry, guys, let it play out or some shit like that. It seems like she knows. Just keep watching these little vignettes. This will lead to something you're going to be okay with. I think WWE knows this. That's why they trademarked the Goddess. I think this is going to end up good for Bray, man. Wyndham Rotunda, because he deserves all of that shit. Nobody else should be doing any type of character similar to him or something that he helped create and it's still thriving while he gets released. No, it doesn't feel right. It's not right. Alexa even knows this, man. So this is the beginning of something that just needs to happen. It doesn't even matter, guys, if you like this character more than the Goddess. I get it. I know. But it's just not right, dude. And sometimes in life, dude, it's not about... you're going to learn this as you guys get older. Sometimes it's not all about money. Sometimes it's not all about just doing what you think is going to make you the most fucking money or the bottom dollar or what's more marketable. Sometimes it's just literally about doing the humane thing. Doing the right fucking thing for somebody. This is the best thing you could have done for Wyndham that gave you everything he had in that company. I gotta believe this is Vince showing some sign of respect over to Wyndham. Nick Khan totally fucking gutted him with that release. I gotta believe that this is a bone here. And I think the next step is Ali. This guy came to you and asked you man to man for his release. You weren't doing shit with him and you told him no. You said sit home for the next several fucking months. We'll call you when we need you to job out right before you leave so we can make you insignificant even more. Bro, you're just tarnishing somebody's not just career, but their fucking life. Let him go. He's asking you man to man. Everybody knows this is pathetic. They even had a free Ali hashtag that actually was trending this past weekend. That doesn't just happen unless you really enrage a lot of people because you're just being a douche. You saw nothing in Ali. So now that... just let him go. The dude is trying to tell you that he sees more for himself. He gets that you just didn't. Can we just call it a quits right here? Can you let me out of my contract? You can give me 60, 90, 120 days. No compete. I won't fucking say a word. Can you just take the shackles off, please? And you say no. Go home, buddy. Just like you did the fucking Brody. Just like you did the Miro. But if you're not seeing anything in him, then what are you so scared of them leaving and going somewhere next week or 2 weeks? What are you so scared of, bro? Anyway, I just had to touch up on the Ali thing again because it just boggles my mind that, like, bro, how much more... If you're not going to let him go, then use him. properly. Give him a real chance, not retribution. People like BC have not even been able to see Ali in his best light. We know he can wrestle, and that's it. That's it. BC's never been captivated by Ali. You know why? Because he's never been given a real chance. That's how we know this. You can't sit there and say, yes, he did BC when he was with Retribution, and it failed. Retribution was already a failure. I'm telling you straight out. I know for a fact he's never been given a chance because BC has never given him a second look outside of he's a good wrestler. That's how I know somebody has not been given a second chance, or a real chance, not even a first. 205 Live? Was that the chance, 205 Live? That was a chance to get to the next level. The next level isn't sitting around backstage waiting for the next, the new triple layered mousse cake to come out. And maybe they'll have your favorite fucking orange juice in the little sippy cups. When the best part of your day is seeing what surprises that catering has for you, that's a shitty day. And when you get one shitty day after another, you want out of that prison. Anyway, that's a side rant, man. Ali, Vince, let him go, bro. Just let him go. Don't be a douche. Nobody likes a douche. We can tolerate an asshole. We can't tolerate a douche. So they did trademark the goddess name. I expect a transformation to finally happen, man. That transfer over to... That transformation over to the goddess. Backstage, VKM is sitting with Austin Theory in their little office. Vince tells Theory that he'll be facing AJ Styles next. Now, I feared this up front, man. I know that Theory just beat Balor last week, and now he's in a match with Styles. He beat Balor last week. And I'm hearing that Balor is in that next big round of... Like, he's on the chopping block. We don't know any names for sure. But Balor's name, I was like, wow, when I first heard that list and Balor's name was on it, I thought there was like a little mistake maybe. Finn Balor's on the chopping block. Vince McMahon, for some reason, has given up on Finn Balor. In fact, this wasn't just BC. You want to know how accurate BC is, guys? About 48 hours after I broke that to you, I literally broke that list to you and broke the story to you. I broke it. There was not a dirt sheet. 48 hours later, there was articles from actual dirt sheets and people in the know, reputable sources. You could Google it yourself about how Vince McMahon is giving up on Finn Balor. That was 48 hours, within 48 hours after BC's story. Just in case you're ever wondering how legit BC is. I know you always see that I'm always right, but I like to take you behind the scenes of how right I am. Don't be shocked if Finn Balor is released from WWE in the next 3 months. And that is sad as fuck, bro. But one man's loss is another man's gain, if you know what I'm saying. But Finn Balor, man, Vince sees nothing in him, and he got beat. He got beat last week. Austin Theory. I thought AJ Styles was going to get beat. AJ Styles got a jobber entrance last night. I'm like, this dude's done. Vince is even giving up on Styles now. So I'll get to the match in a second, but that was the first thing I thought when Vince said that. So he says, Vince tells Theory that he's going to be taking on Styles up next, and he says, you better bring back a really good selfie. BC's not even going to tell you what I was thinking at that point, because I told you last week, like, Vince has been looking at this dude kind of creepy, like he's grooming him for some shit. So when he gave a phone over to Theory, his phone, and he said, you better come back with a good selfie. Stop it, bro. Stop it, bro. It was funny shit, man. So then Theory goes to leave, and Vince goes... Totally checked out this dude's ass on the way out, bro. Vince McMahon getting creepier by the day, by the year, bro. Vince McMahon wants some of that. He wants to learn the theory about Austin. He wants to see Austin's theory, bro. Vinny back. Now, I know a lot of you guys don't watch the show. You just watch BC's. I can fucking speak. I need more coffee. You just watch BC's review. I appreciate that. Thank you for making me your number one in the community. But guys, this actually happened last night, man. He literally went like this. Austin gets up and he leaves. He walks out, and Vince goes, he totally scummed the dude's ass. Oh, bro, we always do that Vince had a little thing for John Cena, a little weird thing. I'm not going to get into it, but Vince had this thing for Cena, and that's why he just catapulted him to the moon. And a lot of people, including Vince, I bet see a lot of Theory in Cena, vice versa. Cena in Theory. So, something tells me that Vince is grooming him to be like something really big, man. Vince is all aboard Austin's Theory. It's almost like Austin knows it too, man. I know he's playing like he's like supposed to be all cringed out and creeped out, but I bet you he really is, bro. Like he's got to do all this shit with Vince and Kennedy McMahon, bro. Bring your ass back here. I'm not done with your ass. You know, I got a nice ass. You want to join my kiss my ass club? Imagine if he did something like that with Theory, bro. This dude would be fucking sick and twisted, too. He would turn the tables, have a match where if Austin wins, then Vince has to kiss his ass, and Vince would use that just to kiss Austin's ass. Oh, bro. I can't. Vince McMahon wants Austin's Theory, bro. I'll move on. These segments are getting cringier, bro. Now to the match itself. Styles gets a jobber entrance, as I told you guys, man. Jobber entrance. I thought Styles was done here, and I thought that was pathetic. BC thought from the beginning, there's a way where everyone can win here. You give them a 20-minute, maybe even, no, I'm not going to get too carried away, a 20-minute match. Let him have a fucking banger. AJ wins at the end. If you do it correctly and Theory is as good as we think he is, then Theory is going to gain a victory in defeat, we call it. Everything will have to be done perfectly. I totally understand that. But there's a way for everyone to come out looking like a winner here. Everyone has to play their part. Styles has to win. Theory cannot have any fuck-ups. And timing-wise, you have to give them 20 minutes. You're not going to believe what the fuck happened last night. Everything went to perfection. You don't see that in WWE often, bro. Everything went phenomenal. They actually gave them 20 fucking minutes. Austin Theory did not fuck up once. He was confident in everything he was doing with one of the best wrestlers in the world, AJ Styles. The match was a banger. Move for move. You didn't know who was gonna win this son of a bitch. You put this on a pay-per-view. And BC is dropping a fucking Benji if he needs to on it. That's the type of match I would see on a pay-per-view and be hella happy when it was all said and done. That was a fucking pay-per-view match with no storyline build. And BC's hanging on every motherfucking move. 19 minutes and 12 seconds was that match. 19-12. A 20-minuter. AJ Styles wins this motherfucker at the very end. And don't worry, Austin Theory was so damn good. The match was so phenomenal that Austin Theory gained victory in that defeat. Austin Theory, that was his calling card to everybody that doubted that son of a bitch, even BC. BC was not on board with Theory yet. His first run on the main roster, he was absolutely just ridiculously just filling up a spot. He was doing nothing. He was irrelevant as can be. And then he finally got the boot and nobody noticed. He came back. He started getting a little bit of a push. And I was kind of like, all right, he's still going to have to do something to captivate BC. Yeah, that's the way to fucking do it. With one of the best wrestlers in the world, he didn't look like he just belonged. He looked like he could beat Styles on any given moment. BC is now on board the Austin Theory bandwagon. What I saw last night, man, I don't usually get that feeling on Monday Night Raw, not for years. I felt like I was watching a pay-per-view match, one that even had storyline, but it didn't. But that's how much I was into it, and I had to ask myself, hey, BC. And BC's like, yeah. And I'm like, why are you so into this? And I was like, I don't know, but it's really good. Easily, I was almost going to say best television match of the year. It's only fucking January. So I keep thinking 2021. I will take all of 2021, including this month of 2022. This is easily in my top 5, maybe even top 3 televised matches of the whole year. All of 2021 into 2022. This was easily, possibly my top 3, definitely top 5 televised matches. That's how good this match was. That is how phenomenal this match was. And it ends with that phenomenal forearm. AJ motherfucking Styles taken to task, bro. Absolutely awesome. Anise! That's a different type of bandwagon that Vince wants to be on. That's a different that's Theory's other bandwagon. Vince would love to ride that shit till the fucking sunset comes up and then repeat the process. We're gonna be on a different bandwagon. You guys are the fucking best, bro. And that ends hour number 2. I could not believe that match was that I was witnessing that match on fucking Monday Night Raw, bro. I can't say enough about Austin Theory and AJ Styles. AJ Styles, we always knew he was that guy. We just haven't seen it in a while. It's been a long time since he's gotten nearly 20 minutes in a match. And Austin Theory finally had his moment to show everybody that he's not just going to be hand-chosen, because that's what ruined McIntyre. You guys remember Drew McIntyre was the chosen one? And I feel that helped ruin him. Wasn't that long before he was in 3MB. A lot of people were going to resent Austin Theory because of this McMahon tie-in. What he did last night is he went, oh, I got to show you guys what I can do in this ring. I gotcha. And I love it. During the match, he's telling the fans, shut up. So he's playing that heel fight. You don't see that often anymore. Back in the day, bro, 60s, 70s, 80s, wrestlers would talk so much trash because they wanted you to hate them. These days, you don't see a lot of trash talking to the fans during matches anymore with heels. Austin stops a few times to tell everyone to make sure that they know that he wants them to shut up. Austin Theory, bro. AJ, obviously. And again, if this was a different outcome, if Austin wins this match, I'm probably not praising this as much as I would be. Because it's all for nothing, man. Austin can gain a victory and defeat. He did not need to win that. Styles had to win that. Styles still has a few years left. You could still do something big with him on his last big run before he leaves the company. So have him teach some of the newer talent a little bit of a lesson. He went down to NXT. He did that with Grayson Waller. He does that to Austin. Austin can easily rebound from this. There was no reason for Theory to win that match and do Styles dirty like that. It's a lot harder for Styles to rebound from that fucking L. Let Styles look, feel, and be that guy Styles needs to be. Austin Theory did what he needed to do last night. Even BC looks at this dude now and goes, damn! I can trust this motherfucker with a story now. I can trust this motherfucker with a 25-minute banger. No, Vince, a different banger. This fucking guy. You know, Vince McMahon is one of those dudes where he kisses his wife Linda on her forehead at night, right? Kisses her, good night, honey. And then he flips over and he pulls out a picture underneath his pillow of Austin Theory. And you just know that Vince is like, good night, baby. Good night, Austin. Good night, Bum Bum. That's his nickname for Austin Theory, Bum Bum. Good night, Bum Bum. I'll see you in our next segment next week. Oh yeah, Bum Bum. And he kisses his little photo and he puts it underneath his pillow. You just know Vince is one of those dudes. And that's hour number deuce. Hour number 2. Ending with Bum Bum and AJ Styles. Now, before I get over to hour number 3, guys, thank you guys for smashing that up. Try to be better about fucking saying that, man. Thank you. I really appreciate that. Helps out the algorithm. I see my tried and trues up in here, man. What's up, everybody? We got the War Dog. We got Lucas Allen up in here, man. Renee G. Ahmed's up in here. Jared Nine. James. Carlos up in here. Where's Carlos? Carlos, man. He a busy man these days. Oh, he was in here a little earlier, man. Carlos. Mr. Black Ice, Brianna, Anise, Wicked Bunny, Beast Morgan's up in this bitch. Smurfy Tunes, Nelly Nell, Christopher Blackshear, Triple J. Afferweed. James Shrimp Fajitas. I said NJPW girl, right? What up, everybody? Batty Banks is up in here with Santivia Major. Jimmy Fingers, 19. I like how I said, who else is in here? Jimmy Fingers puts Jimmy Fingers. BC me, motherfucker. Jimmy Fingers, what up, man? Deontay, Anise. Carlos says, I'm here, man. Carlos is still up in here. Good to see you, brother. Jay. So I got a lot of my Patrick Williams up in here, man. I got a lot of my tried and trues, man. Thank you for smashing that up, showing the support to the channel. I'm going to get to hour number 3 in a few minutes, guys. Chilling with Charlie Grin. Enforcer 2K9. The Hollywood guy, Eric Newton, DeMonte. Woo! You guys are the fucking best, man. I'm going to get to hour number 3 in a little bit. I want to first go over some of my super VIPs, bro. Give me a second. Because I don't want these to get a little out of hand. I saw that a lot of them did come in. Hold on, man. I gotta see where I started off, man. Anthony from the Lou. 199 Anthony from the Lou says, hey, should I go to the Rumble or watch it at home, BC? Anthony from the Lou, I know you're down there, man. You'll be able to go to the Rumble. Usually I say it's a WWE show. Spend your money wisely because I don't know if you're going to get a good show. It's sad to say. But with the Rumble, that's always a really good time live, man. Like a really good time. Like Vince has to go out of his way to make this really bad for you to go home and say, man, that was a waste of money. So, Anthony, I'm leaning more toward yes, because the Rumble is really, really fun, dude. Doing the fucking buzzer count and everybody coming down. It's just a good vibe. The Royal Rumble is usually a really good vibe. I'm going to lean more 59% yes, 41% no. Do that with what information you will do that with, Anthony from the Lou. Appreciate the support, dude. Patrick Williams, 20 spot. Patrick Williams, dude. Showing the love and appreciation last night on the stream. Coming right back for more in the early morning stream. Patrick Williams says, yo, BC, love the stream last night. Hope you're well, bro. Yeah, I'm getting over the Packers' loss. I know I told you guys that yesterday was the last day for wearing Green Bay merchandise until the next season, right? That's what you have to do as a football fan. You got to pack it up. You got to forget about it until next season. I had to get one more day out of my stuff, man, and then I'm going to pack it all up, put it in storage until next season. It's a sad day, man. We got to pack up all the Packer merchandise, all the Packer paraphernalia, all the Packer bling. But yeah, man, we still doing good, Patrick, man. We on the up and up after that devastating loss on Saturday night. And we rockin'. Patrick Williams, I'm just glad to have you up in here, man. Jane Donnelly, no words needed, 449, just showing that love and respect. So, hey, Jane Donnelly, right back to you. Much love and respect. Jane Donnelly. Christopher Blackshare, 199, says instead of Vince selling, why not make WWE better? Christopher, as Tony Soprano calls Christopher Moltisanti from The Sopranos. Christopher, you're talking common sense now. You can't talk common sense with Vince McMahon. He doesn't understand that. You mean I don't have to sell? I could just make it better? So that when I sell, I can get even more money? Exactly, Christopher. I know, dude. If it was that easy, we'd have a better product. Thank you, dude. Always good to see Christopher Blackshear up in here. Lisa Matcher with a 1 spot. No words, just showing the love and appreciation by Lisa. So Lisa is going to get some love and respect right back. Salute. Thank you, Lisa. Eric Newton with a 5-spot coffee. Eric says, don't forget, Triple H was also the one that came up with the Montreal screw job. I'll never forgive him and Sean doing Brett dirty like that, or Vince. Eric Newton, careful. A lot of people in the community want to play a violin for Triple H. They want to think that he's being done filthy. and that he's not in these meetings for the new NXT 2.0. They don't want to believe that he's working with the new NXT 2.0. We have to talk about Triple H like he's a victim, Eric Newton. We can't talk about what he did to China, all the people he held down, what he did to Sting, what he did to Bret the Hitman Hart with Vince and Shawn. We can't talk about the real person that Paul Levesque is. Oh, no. We can't talk about a lot of his NXT staffers getting Das Boot by Nick Khan. And Triple H doesn't say a word. He's like, what? I'm over here. I got a heart procedure a couple months ago. I can't make phone calls. Sorry, everybody. I didn't know this is happening. Eric Newton, you're speaking common sense. Don't do that shit, man. Eric, much loved appreciation, man. You're exactly right. Eric with another 5-spot coffee says, my problem with Zelina was prior to Queen of the Ring, she lost a lot of matches leading up to it, making it hard to justify her winning it. But she also was on a winning streak. So I can kind of believe that. That was the first winning streak, right? When she did maybe 3 or 4. And then she went on the 2-month winning streak. I forgot which was which. But before, she was at least on a 3 or 4 as well. So, I mean, a lot of people, anybody in the tournament, you could say strung together loss after loss after loss. But my point is, Eric Newton, and you're right about the losses, Eric. That's my problem with this company all the time, the 50-50 booking. But the issue here is, Eric, you're going to, not you, but in general, people are going to complain that Zelina Vega isn't getting shit. So she deserves going back to that company, that sellout. She deserves to be treated like shit. But then when she does win shit, everybody still complains. Oh, she sucks. She's not even good. Which is it? Now we're talking out of both ends. Now we're being hypocritical idiots. And again, this isn't you, Eric. You just bring up a good point. Yeah, Eric says record-wise 2-15 when she first came back. Yeah, Eric, and I told you. That's fucking absolutely astoundingly tragic. So I completely agree. When she came back, and that's what everybody was feeding on. And you bring up a good point, Eric. That's exactly what I'm saying. Everybody was saying the words I just said. Good. She came back, she sold out, let her eat those losses. But then she went, Eric, on a 2-month victory fucking victory tour. She went on a victory tour. And people were still dissing her. So, what do you want to do? All right, well, Eric, if you're taking wins and losses into account, then you have to take the victories one after the other. She found her groove, man. Wrestlers do that. They get their groove back. They hit a fucking a rock bottom and they find out who they are. And Zelina started whooping ass ever since that tournament. So if we're going to say that Zelina is no longer believable to us because of the losses, that ain't right, man. We got to give Zelina the benefit of the doubt here. That's booking. Zelina was not able to book herself. We can't do that because then we're just going to have everybody on the roster, women. Every woman is going to be put out to the wayside. They don't get to book their own matches. I'm sure Zelina would not want to have been 2-15. Hollywood guy, 5-spot coffee. 5-spot coffee says, hey, BC, how about them Packers, huh? I'm sorry, haha. And do you think Aaron Rodgers will stay in Green Bay? Fucking Hollywood guy and your 49ers. Fucking Hollywood guy. You're a real funny guy. You should join Madcap Moss, you fucking asshole. I'm just kidding. Hollywood guy, much love and respect, dude. Congrats on your 49ers, man. That was pretty fucking badass, man. I can't say they played. Hollywood guy, it was who played worse on Saturday night, let's be honest. The 49ers did not do enough to win. We just played worse enough to lose. I mean, that's the truth, man. But Hollywood guy, I ain't going to throw any shade, man. Hey, your Niners did it. I told you, Hollywood guy, on a recent stream. I have a lot of family members that are 49er fans and Giant fans. But Giants didn't go anywhere. In fact, they got to get a new coach. But as far as the 49ers, bro, they did less bad than us on Saturday night. As far as Rodgers, I think he's gone. He's gone. I think he already made up his mind months ago. The things he's been saying this season don't add up. He's actually smiling, and he's saying that he loves his teammates. Devontae Adams is the best receiver, even though he is. But this isn't the guy that I've known for fucking 17 years that's usually just a prick. He's talking about how he's loving playing in Green Bay. This is after we just know they went through a tumultuous offseason. He's sitting everyone in the palm of his hand, so when he leaves, he looks like a saint. Aaron Rodgers is gone, bro. And that sucks. But let's be honest, he can't win us a championship. He chokes in the playoffs. Aaron Rodgers is Mr. Regular Season. When time matters the most in the playoffs, he fucking chokes. So now what? Now we have Jordan Love next year. This guy fucking sucks. And don't even tell me, BC, you didn't give him a chance. You had his whole fucking college career. Every fucking bit of footage could have told you that in the NFL, with the schemes that we run in the North, he's going to get fucked up. On top of that, he's already had 5 games that he's had for the Packers. Starting. I mean, he's not shown us anything. I'm all for the adage you can get better. But at first, you have to have the it factor. That's like saying Adnan Virk could have been better on the Raw commentating team. No, Adnan Virk was never going to get better. You know why? He didn't have the it factor for a pro wrestling broadcaster. You have to at least have that it factor first, and then you grow on it. Jordan Love has to have the it factor for the Packers. He does not. I have no confidence that Jordan Love is going to give Davante Adams what he needs. Anyway, Hollywood guy. You get me talking about football now with wrestling. We'll be here 4 fucking hours. Hollywood guy. Appreciate it, man. Oh, I got Enforcer 2K9. I skipped over, man. 5-spot coffee. NXT Enforcer 2K9. NXT should have stayed 1 hour as a WWE Network exclusive. It was much better product then. Moving to 2 hours on USA, 1.5 was the beginning of the end. 1.5 was the beginning of the end. No, I absolutely agree to the utmost degree, Enforcer. He started competing. Triple H, NXT started competing with AEW so fucking much that it was a detriment. When AEW would have a 2-hour pay-per-view special as a television show, like their beach breaks or whatever they were. What was their 2 hours, man? Was it like the Fighter Fests? And then all of a sudden, Triple H would come out with like a fucking Halloween Havoc or a 2-hour In Your House. And I'm like, bro, you're doing the same thing he's doing. And then he would do the overruns. He was just trying to counter everything Tony was doing. And I'm like, bro, you got to play your own game. I think Triple H took his eye off the ball, and he ended up losing big time to Tony Khan. It should have stayed 1 hour. It would have felt special. It would have been this little thing that didn't even have to compete with AEW. It literally could have just been this little niche thing that everybody fucking loved, could help the up-and-comers. What it was supposed to be, a developmental brand, it could actually do that. So Enforcer, you're right 1,000,000%. But it was always supposed that Vince McMahon's plan all along, and it was Triple H right there in the meetings with him, all along, was to make that not just developmental, but to suck up all the independent talent so that people like Tony Khan can't get them when their organization gets up and running. And for a while, that's what they did. They signed every motherfucker imaginable until they realized, uh-oh, our ship is sinking. And now Vince is hoping that Tony Khan does that. Vince is going to release all these wrestlers, hope that Tony Khan picks all of them up, and that his ship starts to sink with all that weight. But NXT, Vince McMahon's vision, Triple H's job, this was Triple H's job by Vince McMahon, is you just hold down AEW and anybody else that tries to compete. You get them, you're going to be the wall, the barrier between WWE and all these jabroni promotions. That's what Vince views them as. So Triple H's job, NXT, was built upon the foundation to just hold everyone else down, to gobble up all the independent talent. But when he found out that Tony Khan was still getting great talent, and they started to lose, Triple H started to the grasp that Triple H had started to slip away. And he started to get his ass kicked. And the very foundation that NXT was supposed to be there for, it was a shell of what it once was. Now you have 2 hours on the USA Network. You can barely bring in 600,000 fucking viewers. Triple H is so fucking stressed out, he's got to get heart procedures because Tony Khan is beating the fuck out of him. And he's back. Triple H is fine, guys. He's back to work. He's already back to work, meeting with Vince, Nick Khan, Brucey, Johnny. He's back to work for NXT 2.0. So don't feel too bad for him. Enforcer 2K9. Thank you, brother. Much love and respect. Enforcer. Trev Reigns, the Tribal God. 5-spot coffee. I even push Ali in my WWE 2K universe mode. I see everything in him. He's even a former WWE champion. Oh, in the game. I thought you meant, I was like, well, no, he's not. Oh, damn, man. So you're pushing Ali as your head. He's your tribal chief on the game, bro. Trev Reigns, thank you for all the love and support, man, especially as of late. Totally MVP statusing on this channel, dude. Anisar War 499. I feel like Vince sensed disrespect. Who is this kid coming up to me asking to be let go? And this big ego got in the way. Such an arrogant person. Oh, you did the quotes. Let me do that better, Anise. I got to do the Vince McMahon. I feel like Vince sensed disrespect from Ali. Who is this kid coming up to me asking to be let go? And this big ego got in the way. Such an arrogant person. Yeah, you could be absolutely right. I mean, it's not about the pennies to Vince. It's literally about the control. You signed the contract. I fucking own you. Anise! Appreciate it, dude. I think I got everybody at least in that first round. Unless there was more guys, I will see. Hold on. And then I'll get to hour number 3 of this review. Oh, hold on. A couple more actually up in here, man. Farrah Michael. Is that Farrah? Hold on. I lost it on the big screen. Oh, I got it on the big screen. All right, here we are. Farrah. It is Farrah. What up? 5-spot coffee from Farrah. Much love and respect to you, Farrah. It's been a while since I've been able to catch your live streams. Just sending some love. I have to get back to work. I love hearing that, Farrah. I love when you guys are like, I'm at work. I said, fuck it for a minute. I'm just clicking to show love over to you, BC. And even throwing a coffee my way and fucking smashing it up. You guys are the fucking best, man. Farrah. Don't get in trouble at work if you get caught watching BC. Don't get in any trouble. But if they want to push the issue, if they start getting disrespectful, you say, I choose BC over you any day, bitch. That might not help you financially, but... Fair, I appreciate that. And Baka Yuka. Hey, guys, did you guys cut out at all, or have you been with BC the whole time? Please let me know in the chat. I just cut out for a minute. Let me know if you guys are still live, man. Because I don't want to continue with Baka Yuka Super. Baka's saying we're still here. Never cut on my end, James. I mean, okay. My thing's doing something weird, man, where it's going from fucking cut out to on. All right, most of you guys are good. Okay, man. Thank you. My thing's tweaking the fuck out, man. Baka Yuka, 5-spot. It's fucking Vince McMahon. Stop talking about me loving Austin's ass. You leave Bum Bum alone. Damn it, I'm gonna cut you off of YouTube. Baka Yuka, 5-spot coffee, dude. BC, sorry I was recently down with the Cove. The Megatron on day 3 of recovery. The best Raw match for last night is definitely Austin Theory versus AJ Styles. Baka Yuka, much love, dude. Stay the course, man. Day 3, hopefully you start getting better and better. Don't overthink it. Don't get paranoid about it. You know how BC covers this shit. And you'll fucking knock this thing on its ass. And yeah, dude. Austin Theory, AJ Styles. That was just one of the best pure matches with just a clean finish. With no story that BC was into in the longest of times, man. Easily my top 5 best televised matches of 2021 into 2022. And most likely my top 3 televised matches. That's how much I fucking loved Austin Theory versus AJ Styles last night. Everything happened the way it was supposed to happen. It was fucking beautiful. What the fuck? Jacob! BC, Sandy is a Bears fan. Sandy? Sandy, get your Get your earphones off, Sandy. Sandy! 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 Yeah, you! Hey, there you go. What if I need another coffee, you dumb fuck? Take those off! An assistant, you should listen to me. Are you a Bears fan? Are you a Bears fan? Don't fucking lie. Who was it? Jacob, I'm throwing you under the bus, bro. Jacob just said you're a Bears fan. Ah. Jacob, you are correct. She is a Bears fan. That's awesome. She's a Bears fan. Sandy's a Bears fan. Okay. I hired a Bears fan. Sandy! Sandy, you've been doing a mediocre job, but you're thriving. I got something to tell you, Sandy. It just came to mind. Just thought of this now, Sandy, and it has to be said right about now. Sandy! You're fired! Get the fuck out of here! Get out! You're fired! Get out! Get out! Get out! Here. More fucking headphones. Get on the fucking train and get out of here. Get out. Take the fucking yellow R. Yellow R. It'll take you right to fucking the bridge. The fuck out of here. Get out! Fucking Bears fan. No. Then take them. You don't have to take mine. Fuck off. You're fired. Thank you, Jacob. I can't fucking believe that, man. I'd never asked because I didn't think of it. I just fired Natalie and Kendra. I needed somebody for yesterday's live stream. All right, let's get this show back on the road, man. The other door, that's the bathroom. How long have you been here, you dumb fuck? That's a bathroom. What, are you gonna go through the fucking bathtub? I can't with these people. The one that leads to the hallway. Oh my, I can't even. I have to get the show back on the road or we're gonna be here 3 fucking hours, man. Wow. Bakayuka. Get better, bro. Much love and respect over to you. Hollywood guy. Oh shit, we got some more up in here, man. I can't get to hour number 3 yet, man. I got a lot of love pouring in from the amp unit, bro. I got Derek Fleming Jr., 199 BC, sitting in an awkward work lunch listening. Derek Fleming. Derek Fleming is at work. He's in an awkward work lunch right now as he's listening to BC, showing that love, smashing that up, pounding those fucking coffees. Derek Fleming Jr., much love and respect. I love hearing that, dude. Don't get in any trouble, but try to come in and out whenever you can, man. For the 3rd hour, Derek Fleming Jr. and B-Love 199. What up, BC? I'll be at the Royal Rumble in St. Louis, amplified. He's got the fucking lightning bolt. He's got the coffee, and B-Love's got the fucking biceps amplified. Fuck yeah, B-Love. Enjoy it, dude. Royal Rumbles are usually a lot of fun. J499, hey BC, who would you have win the men's and women's Royal Rumble match? And by the way, Vince needs to get rid of the Elimination Chamber and especially Fastlane. Fastlane for sure. Elimination Chamber, I believe, is going to be Saudi Arabia, so that's totally being pimped out like everything else. And as far as men's and women's Royal Rumble, who would I want to... I can't even do the predictions thing, man. I would have to give that more time, Jay. I'm sorry if that's not the answer that you're looking for. There's no way out of everybody that I can just... Because, Jay, the way that I think of it, it's not just who wins, it's how do I book them going forward. Unlike what you see in WWE, BC actually likes to think that through. I like to get creative. I like to have a path. So somebody either joked or said they would like to see, I forgot who it was, but in a stream last week, somebody made what some would think of as an outrageous statement. Lita winning the Rumble. And that leaves the door for everyone to go, no, it should be an up-and-comer. It shouldn't be a fucking legend. But you could theoretically, if Lita wants to do one more run, which she is open to doing, If Lita wants to and can do one more run in WWE, I mean, there's a lot of suspense that could be built upon Lita feuds in a Lita championship road. I mean, everybody, it's like the comeback story of the ages with what happened to her neck. But a lot of people shit on Edge, Adam Copeland, when he came back with his injury in the Rumble victory, and everyone's like, no, he shouldn't be in the main event. He shouldn't be winning the title. So, I mean, would Lita just be shit on if you wanted to go the Legends, the Hall of Famer route? If you want to go do a newbie route, or not newbie, but just somebody who deserves it right now on the roster, you could go to like an Asuka. Do you bring back Bayley and have her win? For instance, we're hearing that Alexa Bliss is supposed to win it. If Bianca Belair was to fucking win this son of a bitch, Bianca goes on to what? Take on Becky yet again after Becky already beat her? Or do we see another Bianca and Charlotte match? This is what I mean, Jay. It's hard because you have to think about every avenue that you're going to be hitting on the road to WrestleMania. So whoever wins, you have to have an immaculate plan in place. There's no way I could just come up with two names now. I have to look at the fucking list and think what makes the most sense and what's the most fun. Who's the most deserving? What's the most intriguing? There's a lot of thought process with BC, man. And I don't know. And then you got Ronda Rousey is rumored for this year, but I think Ronda makes a lot more sense for 2023's Royal Rumble. That'll be the build to LA. That's the same WrestleMania where The Rock is coming back to take on Roman Reigns for the title. I think that's the WrestleMania where Ronda would come back at, right? WrestleMania Los Angeles. I think this year it would just be weird, man, especially with all the comebacks that we're hearing. Asuka's going to be in the Rumble. Bayley's coming back. Alexa's coming back. I don't know, man. I don't know. I still want to see Becky and Ronda. That's the Mania match that I never got. It turned into a fucking triple threat schmaz match with Charlie, and I never got to see that at WrestleMania. It's a damn shame. I don't think we got that at all, did we, guys? I don't think we ever got Ronda and Becky one-on-one. Did we, chat? Can you let me know real quick? I don't think so, but I just want to confirm it. I don't think we ever got Ronda. JR, we never got it. Thank you. Nope. The one-on-one match we were all looking forward to, and I think it was supposed to be Survivor Series. Nia Jax being Nia Jax, just bad at wrestling, and she just didn't want to sell. She was already upset because somebody was on her back. So when Becky came over, you watched the tape, man. Nia turned around and she didn't hold back. She was upset because she didn't want everyone around her. She didn't want to sell. So she just fucking clocked Becky. Becky breaks her fucking nose or whatever. And the match is called off. Charlie has to step in. That was actually decent. Charlie versus Ronda at Survivor Series in place of Becky. But then they added Charlie as well to the fucking match at WrestleMania. Not needed. Yeah, Nia Jax was just I don't know. Bro, Nia Jax, man, she injured so many people, and it wasn't just by accident, a lot of them. It was fucking it could have been avoided if you were just a better wrestler. It was fucking sad to see a lot of those injuries because they could have and should have been avoided by Nia Jax. And that ruined. Man, do you guys remember the build up to that Survivor Series? BC was actually like, damn, this is going to be fun. That was the height of Becky's popularity. And I mean, that punch ruined so much. Nia Jax collapsed everything after that. Unreal, man. Let me go back to the supers over here, man. Jay, I appreciate that, man. And then I got Hollywood Guy, that 5 spot. I'm not a fan of Vince using tactics to shame AEW with blood and guts. Vince is a hypocrite. He uses the same tactics. Oh yeah, well his cronies do too. Like for instance, that story I think you're referring to, the mutilization, the blood and mutilation, whatever that was, that whole story, talking about how AEW was all just blood and guts. That was actually from his henchmen that story broke out. That wasn't a Vince McMahon interview. But Vince McMahon said the same thing a few months ago in that conference call, the same exact quote basically. So you know that the mentality inside of WWE is they have to do all of these tricks And I'll use your word, Hollywood guy. Vince is looking at it as they're using all these tactics. They need all the blood. They need the thumbtacks. They need to be lighting tables on fire. They need to do all that. We don't have to. We're different from them, right? Vince honestly looks at himself as he's on a higher horse. AEW is not just below them. They're way below. In fact, Vince said in his own words in that conference call, they're not even in WCW's league from back in the day. So, of course, I absolutely agree, man. Vince is absolutely always going to shame AEW and make them feel like they're not worthy enough to be in the same category or in the same sentence as WWE. He's always going to do that shit, man. That's what pisses a lot of people off about Vincent Kennedy. Many things. JR9, man. JR9. You know you ain't got to, man. Much love and respect. I appreciate it, dude. Finn's booking is tragic. He isn't even in the Rumble. That better be as of yet, man. I'm hoping they add him later, right? But not even put his name in there yet. I would ask, is that true, man? Can somebody confirm that? But this is coming from JR9, so it's already confirmed. Finn Balor has not been announced for the Rumble. But yet, JR, we're gonna fucking announce the Dirty Dogs and every other fucking tag team in the division. This goes along with exactly what I said, JR. Everything I heard, and I don't break this stuff to you guys unless I know that it's no longer in just the realm of rumor. Everything I hear from my people in Florida starts off as a rumor mostly, and then I sit on it because I think it just may be a rumor, and I'm not going to talk about it if it's just a rumor. But then when my people start telling me more and more and they're doubling down, that's when I got to start telling you guys. And I heard that Finn Balor was on that list, and I was like, damn. I heard that Vince was looking at Finn Balor downgraded now. And 48 hours later, we started to see the articles about Vince not being fond of Vin anymore. And everyone was like, BC, man, you called this 2 days ago. And I was like, I know, motherfucker. I'm not bullshitting you. Finn Balor is in a world of shit. Does somebody get in Vince's ear and say, dude, what are you doing? This is one of the best wrestlers in the world. Can you possibly give a fuck about him? You know, it's sad because Balor didn't want to rest on the gimmick of his alter ego. And he didn't want to rest on that crutch. He said he didn't always want to turn in to the demon. He wants to be just Finn. And BC always said that was an issue because the demon is an instant, bona fide, larger-than-life superstar. Even at Finn's size. The demon is larger than life. When you turn into just Finn, you gotta be careful. I always said this on this channel for Finn. Because you gotta be careful because then you're just gonna be another good wrestler. There's a million good wrestlers on the planet. You better hope you can stick out. That's what pro wrestling is all about. We have a lot of good wrestlers. Can you stick out? The demon makes you stick out, and I'm okay if you just want to bring him out a couple of times a year. But what we saw was years of him not bringing out, and it was not just Vince's decision. Balor said he doesn't want to rest on that. Well, now Balor's going to have to rest on in the unemployment line because Balor's not going to have a fucking job in 3 months. But don't worry, he'll find work immediately because he's so fucking good and somebody's going to snatch him up. I don't know. Tony Khan has no more room for anybody. But you have to believe that Finn would be there, man. I mean, just having Kenny Omega versus Finn Balor, just having Bryan Danielson and Finn Balor in a fucking AEW ring. We'll even do fucking Hangman Page and Balor, and we'll do the fucking... dude, Orange Cassidy and Finn Balor, something about that match would fucking have me captivated, most likely. But I could come up with a million fucking matches that if you want to bring Balor over, we're gonna fucking dance. I just don't... I mean, luckily, and I usually... I hate saying this because people are gonna lose their jobs. Luckily, there's releases coming up for Tony Khan, man. There's contracts, I should say, not necessarily releases. Contracts that are coming up, and he's not going to re-sign some people, man. Leo Rush is already gone. It looks like Brian Cages is coming up in Cages. Cage and Tony Khan have been at war for a while with one another. Cage isn't even used anymore by Tony Khan. And there's a lot, man. There's a lot of talent that you could easily cut and make room for other people. Tony Khan has so many people that he could make 20 cuts and he'd still have too many people on the roster. But we'll see, man. Anyway. JR9, I don't even know, man. Finn Balor not even a part of the Royal Rumble. Could you believe that? I'm hoping that changes in the future, man. I'm really hoping that changes. JR9, much love, dude. You already know that. Not even, everybody else is announced. I think they even announced Veer. Didn't they just announce Veer is in the Rumble? He's not coming to Raw first. All of these months of him coming to Raw, he changed his mind at the last second. He probably got lost, like BC said, and he's going to show up in fucking St. Louis instead. Vince is like, what are you doing? You're supposed to be in Philadelphia next Monday. Wherever the fuck they are. Veer is like, I'm sorry, Vince. I'm going to be in St. Louis. I fucked up. Damn it, Veer. Isn't he supposed to be in the Rumble? Wasn't that vignette, or is that not announced? Well, that's what I heard. I heard he's coming to the Royal Rumble. That's going to be his debut. So don't be shocked if you see him debuting in the Rumble. But yet Finn Balor can't get a spot. Okay, I believe that shit. Yeah, JR9 says he's still coming to Raw from what we're hearing. That's what I know. There was a vignette saying that as well, but I think the Rumble is going to be first. He's coming to Raw. Yeah, oh yeah, he's coming, all right. So is Christmas. Christmas is going to get here before Veer. Guys, I haven't even gotten to hour number 3 because my VIPs come first. That's why. Big Nang, 5 Spot Coffee. What up, Big Nang? Royal Rumble 2007 with Taker and HBK was the last two. Oh, when they were the last two, is the best iconic face-off finish ever since. Agree, BC. What was your favorite final two face-off? I'll tell you what it should have been. I'll tell you what it should have been, man, because as a fan way back in the day, man, I was really looking forward to it, and then Sid Justice kind of ruined it by pulling Hulk Hogan over the top. Yeah, you guys would have never guessed this. My favorite final two is actually the 92 Royal Rumble? It wasn't 91, right? I'm going to say 92 Royal Rumble. No, 91, Hulk Hogan won and he went to take on Sergeant Slaughter at WrestleMania 7. We were in the middle of a war. It was the Gulf War, I think it was called. So it was 1992. It should have been Ric Flair and Hulk Hogan. It was the final two, I believe. That was the final two, but they should have had more of like a little match. But Sid, who Hulk Hogan just flipped over, they were buddies at the time. Sid took Hogan's arm and Ric Flair sent him over the top. But at that time, because I watched a lot of WCW, and this was way before the Monday Night Wars or NWO. This was when WCW wasn't watched by that many people. But I watched it because I had a lot of relatives that watched all wrestling. So, man, just watching Ric Flair in there with Hulk Hogan, I'll never forget the feeling I had, man. So, I would say the 92, and I know for a fact it was 92 because, again, 1991, Hulk Hogan won it. Sergeant Slaughter beat the Warrior for the championship because Macho Man Randy Savage ran down to the ring, hit the Warrior with his King Scepter, and Warrior got beat. This set up an awesome Randy Savage Ultimate Warrior match at WrestleMania 7. And I want to say, I made a mistake. BC botched last night in that live reaction. I said the Warrior, and he's one of my favorite wrestlers ever. But I will admit, the Warrior was not one of the best wrestlers in the world. He just wasn't. But he's one of my favorite ones. He wasn't a great wrestler. But I said last night, one time when he needed it the most, he pulled out his best match ever, and that was against Hulk Hogan in the Sky Dome, WrestleMania 6, when he beat Hogan for the title. I made a mistake because Warrior had two really great matches. Because the other one was WrestleMania 7 1 year later against Randy Savage. Loser. The loser has to retire. And that was when Randy Savage hooked back up with Miss Elizabeth. The crowd was crying, bro. That's how sentimentally you were involved in this. Emotionally, you were invested. That was a long answer, Big Nang. But yeah, if you're talking newer school, yeah, man, HBK and Undertaker obviously is one of the iconic moments. For sure. Jay499, WWE should have The Rock return at this year's Mania after Roman's match, and then throughout the year have a story involving The Rock's daughter. I love it, Jay. I don't know if she's know how green she is yet. We're not getting a lot of video from Simone, The Rock's daughter, who's right now down at the Performance Center, down at the PC. She's training. We're hearing great things. But is it too young for her right now? Is she too green? If not, Jay, I'm on board. Chatty's all right. Chatty's all right. 5-Spot Coffee. Yo, BC, I've been watching you since I was 13, around late 2016. That's when I started the channel. Chatty's all right. Chatty says, I'm now 18 in college. Fuck yeah, bro. That's what I want to hear. BC did the community college route, and it wasn't that much better than high school for BC. Luckily, I did other things and I became pretty successful, but I love seeing people going to college doing it the right way, man. Keep kicking ass, Chatties. Chatty says, I'm now 18 in college and it's great to see how much you've grown, BC. The amplified man. Chatties, I appreciate it, man. What are we, going on our 6th year now on the platform. Thank you for staying with the unit, man. Chatties also has a 2-spot and says, also, whatever happened to Tyler's Day 30? Bro, we're waiting. My movie, a lot of you guys don't even know, man. I'm making a little bit of a movie. It's as low budget as you can imagine. Some people even contributed. We had a good turnout, man. We went to four different states to film the first half of the movie. It's low budget. I wouldn't expect this in theaters or anything, especially after the 19 in the last 2.5 years. But it's a little funny movie where BC is just ultra angry, and I'm on a mission. That's all I'm gonna tell you. But we had a lot of a lot of hiccups, and then the 19 came along a couple years ago and just fucking ravaged everything. But the good news is more than half of that movie's already fucking made. We have a lot of pick-me-ups. The troubling thing, Chatty's all right, is the movie is supposed to be built in one day. Like it's all supposed to be one day, so that's the hardest thing to do. But I figured out a way around that. It's just about being able to film now. And in today's climate, I'm just not able to do what I need to do. But it's almost like Avatar. We've been waiting 12 years for the next Avatar. I think the first Avatar was like in 2001 or some shit. Or no, 11. What am I saying? 2001. What the fuck? Or maybe it was. What the fuck? It seems like that. 2011 or some shit. But yeah, man, Chatties. When things start rocking, man, you'll know. Fucking the year 2040. Here comes Tyler's Day 30. You gotta laugh, man. I mean, anything that could have fucking tried to derail the movie has. But I always said that motherfucker will be made. I don't give a fuck, dude. If this 19 shit, if we're in this masked pandemic thing for another 3 fucking years, I'll come up with a way to finish this movie. 2009 is when Avatar came out. 2010, we heard that the next installment was going to be made. They did about 3 of them at a time. And here we are in 2022. We still haven't gotten Avatar. And that's got a budget, man. BC didn't really have a budget on this. Anyway, thanks for still remembering Tyler's Day, man. Hopefully one day I'll have some good news on production, man. People don't realize I'm a one-man show on production on that. Chatty's all right. From 2016, you were at the channel, man. Much love and respect. That's awesome to see. Yo, insane, hippie, insane. I haven't seen insane, hippie, insane in a long time. 5-Spot Coffee. Finn Balor messed up his own career when he stopped doing the demon gimmick. Maybe he should start doing a YouTube channel about Legos. Insane hippie. I don't want to use the word rude, but I'll totally respect your word on that. I absolutely agree with you that Finn Balor not doing the demon more often, because again, that was not just a Vince McMahon decision. Finn Balor wanting to just do his little whitey-tighty gimmick, right? Put on his tight shorts, try to get Vince McMahon to notice his ass, never eat a donut so he's got the chiseled abs, It's not going to make you look that bigger, bro. Your size is your size. You have to jump off the screen. We know you have talent. The demon captivated people. It was larger than life. You became a champion. NXT, WWE World Heavyweight. You became a champion, or was that Universal? You know, the same fucking thing. It's a heavyweight title. You became champion everywhere you went with that fucking demon, bro. You ain't got to act like you're fucking bigger than the character, dude. Pro wrestling is built on characters. Insane hippie insane, man. At this point, he might be making Lego videos because in 3 months, Vince is gonna say, "You're fired." And it's absolutely sad. Silent 12, 10 spot, the Silent 12. When I said I wish for anti-heroes and semi-villains, this is not what I meant. WWE, ping pong with face and heels. Even my wife doesn't change her moods that often. Working on my vid. Much love, BC. The Silent 12, you're right, dude. He's saying ping-ponging heels and faces. I mean, you don't know. One day, Seth Rollins is playing a face because Roman's supposed to be the bigger heel. Then when Seth is not with Roman, he's a heel again. Brock came back as a face. Now he's back with Paul, so he's a heel again. Bobby, who was with MVP, was a heel, and he seems to be a face for this feud. Nothing makes sense. Nothing. Kevin Owens is playing a lovable heel. You know, he's a heel, but he's lovable like Chris Jericho was back in the day. I just don't know what they're doing. And without a bona fide heel and a bona fide face in combat, pro wrestling's never really going to work, bro. That's why I can't get excited as I want to be for Brock and Bobby for Saturday Night Royal Rumble because they didn't do it correctly. I can't get excited for Rollins and Roman. It just feels wrong. I don't know who's playing what character. Silent 12, you're exactly right, man. The Silent 12, I appreciate it, man. I like that. My wife doesn't even change moods that as quick as WWE. That's fucking awesome. Guys, I think I got through all of those rounds of supers, man. It's not just words when I say you guys are the best. Thank you for the support in the channel. You don't have to, but it's much appreciated. It's not needed. It's always appreciated, is what BC always says, man. So I appreciate that shit big time. Make sure I got everybody. I want to go over to hour number 3, guys, real quick now. Oh, man, we're about to hit 300 on the ups too, dude. Right before the second hour. That is so badass, man. 300 of you guys taking an extra moment. Smashing that up, showing the love. Actually, we just went over 300, so now we're on our way to 400. Correction. Hour number 3, Becky Lynch and the drop of dew via satellite. You know, one of those like satellite where it's a split screen and it's supposed to look like they're in a different area or a different fucking place. They're really they're both backstage, just in different locker rooms. They want to keep them apart. And that's quickly evident in this back and forth when the drop of dew takes off her mic and just goes to the fucking room next door to beat up Becky Lynch. But I like these side-by-sides, man. I always like these because they bring a personal realm to the feud and a sense of realism to the story. Even for a match that I literally don't give one fuck about. Like, if you look out your window right now, you're going to see the sun, you're going to see clouds, you're going to see the sky, you might see a bird flying by, maybe another bird is whooping its fucking ass, putting a fucking fin into him, a fucking wing. Right? So you got some fucking debris falling down. You'll see a lot out there, man. What you're not going to see is a flying fuck given by BC. I don't care about Becky Lynch and Doudrop at the Royal Rumble. I don't. If you guys do, that's awesome. That's not even shade to either one of them. I am on board with none of this. So this is the only thing they could have done to get me semi-viewing this garbage. Split screen and let them just have a real discussion. I love this type of shit. I also love when they do something like this, a sit down with like somebody like Jim Ross used to do back in the day. They still do it with AEW with Jim Ross. And you sit down, somebody's in the middle, and you have them have this heart-to-heart discussion. I always like that shit, man. So, in all honesty, this is the only thing they could have done to get people's attention. And they did. BC watched it. But it just led to Doudrop finding her, beating her up a little bit, and then we cut right to WWE 2K22, whatever it's called. The new game. With Rey Mysterio on the fucking cover. And they just cut like Doudrop and Becky Lynch is nothing. Like, oh, they're brawling, Corey. Now to the video game. Bro, you got to sit on that, man. Let people think about that. It's like when a movie ends, right? If you're in a theater and your movie comes to an end, you want it to fade to black and sit on black for a second before the credits come up. You want to indulge what you just watched. You want to think about it. You want to feel the emotion from it. I've noticed in WWE a lot more lately. They go from one segment and they do just a cut shot right to the next scene. Right to the next segment with people not even involved in that segment. You don't even have time to sit on that segment. Hopefully that makes sense. It's just so fucking odd, bro. Doudrop is not taking the title off of Becky Lynch. So let me take this to the chat before I continue with hour number 3. I'm going to put the chat to work here, man. We have a few hundred still in here. Over 2 hours of amplification. There's a few hundred still up in here. I want to ask the chat. Who do you have taking on Becky Lynch and take, because you know she's dropping the title at WrestleMania. She has to. Who takes the title from Becky Lynch? Who do you have winning the Rumble, or not the Rumble winner, but she's next in line for Becky? Who beats Becky Lynch for the title at WrestleMania? And make it logical. Don't just pick your favorite wrestler. Because I would just pick Sasha Banks at that point. I don't give a fuck what brand she's on. Carlos! Mandy Rose? You're digging Mandy lately, huh? Toxic Attraction, man. Mandy's looking really good over there. Ronda Rousey. Okay, so you have her just coming back and going right for Becky. Alexa Bliss. Yeah, it would have to be Alexa Becky, not Alexa Charlotte if Alexa does win. Liv Morgan, but then you're doing... Becky already beat Liv Morgan so many times now. That's why I hated that booking. A lot of you guys are liking Mandy Rose lately. Okay, Bayley. I got a lot for Bayley. You guys got Bayley coming back at the Rumble, winning and taking on one of her past 4 horsemen ladies. It's a 4 horseman collision. Oh, JR9, you're speaking to the old heart now, bro. Io Shirai. JR9, man, you know that's one of my favorites in the business, dude. I'd be on cloud 9. If Io won the Rumble and then Io took the title at WrestleMania, the way that they booked Asuka at WrestleManias and Asuka's title reigns, man, this would be a step in the right direction for those Japanese stars. Yeah. A lot of good answers. I don't know. That's why Jay asked me earlier in a super chat. Jay said, who do you got winning for the men and the women? I mean, I don't even know where you go. I have to find out the full list, first of all, which we're not going to have because there is going to be all these surprises. And then I would have to be behind the scenes in creative, knowing the list ahead of time, and then I would plan everything out. Because this has to be done correctly. So you guys... Now, for Mandy, what would your storyline be, though, Carlos? What's the storyline, man? What would you do? Put on your creative thinking cap. What if Mandy Rose won that fucking Rumble? What's the story? Because doesn't she play a heel in NXT? I think Toxic Attraction is still a heel. Faction. So now we're in one of those games where somebody has to play the face. I always hate that. So then we have to do a heel versus heel, and it's not as monumental when you finally get the championship changing hands because the fans are kind of 50-50. Yeah, Beast Morgan, we brought up the Lita situation. Of course, it's an easy target to not like. It's the same thing with Edge when people hated that. Winning the Rumble or going for Roman's championship and he got shit on for it. I thought it was a great story, a great comeback story. Lita winning the Rumble and having one last run in WWE and her road to the championship. Even if she did lose, I mean, that would be emotionally like, what the fuck as well, dude. I would not shit on... If Lita wins the Rumble, do not expect BC in the next day to shit on that decision. If you're like, oh, BC's going to rip this apart. No. There's a lot of possible victors. My issue is, what do we do with them? You have 2 title holders going to WrestleMania. You know they're going to leave the Rumble as champions. Charlotte Flair, Charlie, and Becky Lynch. So who the fuck faces both of them at WrestleMania? And who takes their titles? It's a hard decision. Because the story also has to make sense as well. Anyway, that's my side rant. So that was the Dewdrop Becky Lynch segment. Then we went into the Mysterios defeating the Street Profits when Rey Mysterio pinned Montez Ford via the awe-inspiring, ultra-devastating Fruit Roll-Up. Now, instead of harping on how much BC can't stand that damn fruity roll-up, I will say this was a solid match, and it goes with the theme a lot last night, almost from top to bottom, with a few exceptions. One main one, that 6-woman tag match, and then hour number 1. But you take that out, man, the whole night, we had some good wrestling from top to bottom. WWE did the unthinkable last night. They gave us good wrestling. Of course, the decisions were still there that were awkward. The Damian Priest, the same way that he fucking lost to Dolph. The same way that they had Natty lose to Aaliyah this past Friday. Just beating the shit out of Kevin Owens to the point where he's DQ'd. Well, they're just recycling that. That's a bad finish. Another fruit roll-up to a good match here. Four champions lost flat on their back last night. 3 or 4, one of the two. I mean, that's way too many champions to be losing flat on their back. So trust me, there's a lot of booking botches. But we had a lot of damn good wrestling, bro. That's not like this show, to have that much good wrestling in so many different matches. And Austin Theory and AJ Styles was on a whole nother fucking stratosphere. Another realm. I was hanging on every fucking move of that shit. And Zelina Vega and Bianca Belair, I loved it. So I'm willing to fucking just put this fruity roll-up aside. I'm not going to give it a mulligan. But I want to talk about the match. I mean, it was good. For these two teams, and you feel like you've seen it a million times because it just feels that way. For them to go out and do that. And bro, can I just give the props to Montez Ford for a damn moment? Last night during our live stream, we did an hour number 1 live reaction of hour 1 of Monday Night Raw. A lot of you guys, hundreds of you guys joined me last night for that review. And we talked about who has the best frog splash in the business. And I believe it was a super maybe, but somebody asked me RVD or Montez. I said, ooh, that's a good one. I had to choose Montez because of the fucking height that he gets. This guy literally can jump so high, he'll touch a star before beginning his descent. Last night, bro, Montez did a Superman dive to the outside onto the Mysterios. Bro, Michael Jordan was fucking on his knees watching that shit. Not like Vince McMahon would be on his knees for an Austin Theory segment. No. But just in shock and awe. Michael Jordan, MJ would be proud. It was a fucking dive over the top rope. We've seen it a million times. I actually always say, less of these dives, please. Oh, wait. All right, we get it. You can do a fucking dive. Everybody can these days. But Montez, he soared up there with fucking JetBlue and Delta and American Airlines. He was up. He needed air traffic control to get word to Vince to bring him back down. That's how high he was. I haven't seen a guy get that much fucking height since Michael Jordan. Back in his playing days. And I'm a Knicks fan. But growing up, Michael Jordan was the guy. He was when I was a kid growing up, Michael Jordan was your role model, your idol. He was the guy. Everybody had a Michael Jordan poster. Unfortunately, it's usually over my Knicks. There was one with him dunking over Patrick Ewing, one with him dunking over John Starks. I also had one with Starks dunking over Jordan, though. It was called The Dunk. But everybody had a Michael Jordan poster. Michael Jordan was just a guy who got height. You didn't know how he was flying. It couldn't be his Air Jordans. Montez Ford. I couldn't believe he went over the top rope. He even did a Superman pose or some shit. What was that? I don't follow superheroes, guys. Not even almost superheroes. But he put his hand on his fucking hip and he put his other arm out like he's like kaboom, kaboom, boom, pow, wow. He had time while he was mid-flight to do this pose. What the fuck did I witness last night? Montez Ford is a fucking creature of another fucking habitat. That's right, Michael Jordan. I said it. as a Knicks fan, Michael Jordan, still to this day, will always be the king. Sorry, LeBron, not sorry. I know, if you're younger, LeBron is all you know. You heard about Michael, you've seen him play. LeBron is easily going to be your king. I get it. Different time frame. What Michael Jordan did is just unthinkable back in the day when you had all that talent, and Michael Jordan did what he did on those teams, individually and in a team effort. That game where he had 104 fever and he came up and lit shit up, how high he fucking got on those dunks, and he would jump from the fucking foul line. He could probably jump from the three-point line. Sometimes I dream that he is me. You got to see that's how I dream to be. Like Mike. If I could be like Mike. Oh, I wanna be like Mike. If I could be like Mike. He had his own song, man. That's right. Get that shit. Can I get that like Mike? I don't give a fuck if they demonetize me, brah. He had his own fucking song. Hold on, we gotta get an ad here. Well, if I can get that up. He had his own song, bro. Michael Jordan was a shit. Montez Ford, much love and respect, man. Because that was fucking awesome, dude. That was absolutely fucking awesome. Michael fucking Jordan of the WWE with that fucking height. I'll tell you that much. Play that shit, bro. Okay. Michael Jordan, the real king, motherfucker. See, that's how I dream to be.
I dream I move, I dream I groove, like Mike. If I could be like Mike. Yeah, I try, just need to fly.
Just one day if I could dream to be.
I dream I move,
I dream I groove, like Mike.
be like mine. If I could be like mine. If I could be like mine. Be like mine.
Look at the height! I'm watching the video package! This guy's to the roof! Okay, alright. Alright. This whole fucking thing just got demonetized in a heartbeat. I'm gonna get 7 fucking copyright claimed over by Michael Jordan's people. I'm just playing, man. I could always just exit that out, man. I could always just take that right out. I mentioned that, and then the song came to my dome piece. I had to give it a listen, man. Michael Jordan will forever be, listen to my words, I don't care who's your favorite, I don't care how you feel about LeBron James, much love to Kobe Bryant, Michael Jordan will forever be king. Salute to Michael Jordan. So, Montez Ford absolutely shock and awed BC by going to new heights last night. That dive that he did onto the Mysterios, I watched it in slow motion. I paused it when he reached his peak, and I was in awe of that shit, bro. So that's why I'm willing to not spend too much time on the fruity roll-up finish. I just wanted to praise Montez Ford. The main event was Maryse's birthday celebration. Edge and Beth Phoenix, of course, crashed the party and fucked shit up. Miz had all these presents that he got from Maryse. There was one present that he's like, who is this? You didn't get this for me? What's in this gift? And they eluded like it was going to be Edge jumping out of this big box, and it was nothing. Just a brick. Some shit. So they played the audience. Did you honestly think somebody was gonna jump? And all of a sudden Edge and Beth Phoenix has bigger arms than most of the fucking roster these days. Beth Phoenix came out the Glamazon. And they fucked shit up, bro. These are the segments that need to be done with people that belong in them, right? Miz and Maryse doing this outlandish birthday celebration, just like their wedding day renewal of their vows a few weeks ago. That That is so Miz and Maurice. That's why I'm okay with this. You would believe that Miz and Maurice would do this outlandish, stupid shit. And it should end with people crashing the fucking wedding, crashing the birthday celebration, causing chaos. Exactly. The fucking weigh-in with Brock and Bobby, you did it and then you had nothing afterwards. You said you had Brock leave the ring after the weigh-in and then you went to commercial. What's it leading to? Why did you have a weigh-in? Just to fucking weigh them? We could Google their weights. The fucking academic test or whatever it was called, man. The academic challenge between Alpha Academy and RK Bro. Okay, you're doing all this spelling bee. 4 grown adults spelling words for 10 minutes. But what's it leading to? It led to nothing but a Randy Orton Gable match. You could have just had that match and saved us 10 minutes. But no, people giggled. Randy Orton should not be spelling in a spelling bee. Next week, Randy Orton, who was once a legend killer, Randy Orton should not be riding scooters and racing scooters. Brock Lesnar should not have a cowboy hat on. Miz and Maurice should be renewing their vows for the public to see. They should be having public birthday celebration because that's what Miz and Maurice would do. And Edge and Beth Phoenix came down to fuck shit up. I am way more than just okay with that finish. I've loved this whole interaction with these 4. Miz is best with Maurice. I just love seeing Maurice back for a storyline. Whenever she comes back, I love it. I feel that her career got cut short and she walked away. I wish she had a longer career wrestling. And on the flip side, Edge, Adam Copeland getting to work with his wife, us getting to see Beth Phoenix come back for a match on the main roster. Who the fuck would shit on that? It's an exhibition match at the Rumble. And the irony is it actually has a storyline unlike other matches. This exhibition match with Edge and Beth versus Miz and Maurice has more of a storyline than Brock and Bobby. Think about that shit because it's factual. That's actually sad. So it doesn't even matter if you like the Edge and Beth Phoenix storyline or you don't like it. Doesn't even matter. The fact that they have a storyline every week speaks volumes. But there'll be some fans, they'll shit on this, right? Oh, this Edge Beth thing, let's just get it done with. They'll shit on Sonya Deville and Naomi. This is taking so long. Oh my God, it's been going on for 5 months, basically. Basically, it's 5 months. It's realistic. Sonya doesn't want to lose her power, so she's not going to totally fucking just start having matches with Naomi, but she's going to fuck with her every fucking chance she gets for as long as she can. It's a story, man. Naomi, we always said Naomi needs stories, man. Drag them out. And during the story, you can also have her in good wrestling matches. Well, that's what's happening. She has a story with Sonya. A couple of weeks ago, she had a banger with Charlie Flair. We were all talking about how good that match was. Naomi's getting airtime. She's getting stories. No, let's shit on it. But we're going to giggle because Randy Orton is racing scooters. Wow. Okay. Good to know that a lot of people's standards are down here. BC's going to keep his standards up here. And that was our number 3 of Monday Night Raw, January 24, 2022. The go-home show for the Raw Rumble. Hold on, I ain't done, man. I saw some VIPs come up in this bitch, bro. Anissa War 199. I got you, dude. Let's go even bolder. Mickey James wins it. Come on, bro. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. Give me Mickey and Charlie, WrestleMania. Mickey wins the title. Give me Mickey and Becky, WrestleMania. Mickey wins the belt. You want to open a forbidden door? Bust that shit open then. It's wishful thinking, Anise. But I'm down. I fucking love Mickey James. I think that would be a fun match with her and Charlie at Mania and fun with Mickey and Becky. And the storyline, because I know Mickey can hold down a storyline for 3 months, would be immaculate. Derek Fleming Jr., 199. Damn it, BC. Veer wins the Rumble. Veer winning the Rumble. Oh, man, I just said that out loud, and that I literally cringed. Veer winning the... Nah, could you imagine? That's like fucking Omos. Could you imagine like Omos winning the Rumble? It's just not going to happen. There's no way. That would just be silly, dude. They're not even ready. Veer, Omos, guys like that, they're not ready for that shit. Mace. Imagine if Mace won it, dude. Mace enters the Rumble. You said you wanted a wild card. We didn't say Mace, motherfucker. You could have at least made it Dijakovic. Anise or 499. Jordan was so great and epic that even in underdeveloped places where they didn't speak English, they only cared about basic needs. They even knew about MJ. He was global, dude. The world at that point had never seen any phenomenon like Michael Jordan. Dude's been retired for decades. And to this day, man, his brand, like young kids, like 15, 16 years old, I mean, they know of Jordan through like shoes. Like, they didn't really get to see him play. Definitely not live. Or in real time during those bull runs. But they know of Jordan because of, like, shoes. Or the Jordan brand. I mean, that's how he totally just transcended the world, man. To this day, Michael Jordan is just king. He's just king. And you can have a lot of people that are like him, like the LeBron James is. Much love, but even my boy Kobe. But you're only going to have one Michael Jordan, dude. You just can't bootleg that shit. Literally, growing up, just everybody had a Michael Jordan poster. All the dudes. Maybe the females too, I don't know. But that was who we looked up to, man. You wanted to be like Mike. You would take your basketball, you go out to the court. I grew up in a set of projects. So we had a little decrepit court, but I was always out there, man. I was king of the court, they called BC. I was always beating people that were older than me, people that were way bigger, taller. I was out every morning at 4 a.m., man, working on my dribbling techniques, getting my shot down. And so if I had somebody that was 10 years older than me, much bigger, much taller, I would sit at the three-point line, and I would just beat them by getting 7 threes. 21, I'm out. And I was king of the court for years. Nobody could beat me. It was Michael Jordan, man. I always tried to tap in. I could never jump like Mike, obviously. It's an old movie, White Men Can't Jump. It's a really good movie if you've never seen it, man. Woody Harrelson and my boy Wesley up in that shit. Really good movie. But they hustle people in basketball because you got this black dude who's teaming up with this white dude, and people are like, the fuck? You sure you want a white dude on your team? We'll take that bet. And these two, they hustle everybody. They're actually in it together. And this white boy can play. So it's a pretty good movie. But I worked my ass off, man, at 4 a.m. And, I'm a Knicks fan. Diehard Knicks fan. But it was Michael Jordan who you were just like, man, if I could be like Mike. Anise. Yeah, man, Michael Jordan, man, he transcended globally. It wasn't just here in the States, bro. He was that guy. If you're just joining and you're thinking, why are we talking so much Michael Jordan? We were just talking about Montez Ford and the height that he got last night on that Superman dive. I've never seen anybody get that much height in pro wrestling without the use of a ladder or somebody helping them. I've just never seen anything like that. Jay, 199, I heard that Omos will win the Elimination Chamber. Even if that's true, I don't know if that's going to lead. Remember Shayna Baszler won the Elimination Chamber? Shayna Baszler looked like a beast inside the Elimination Chamber, and we all know where her career went. So I don't get that. If that ends up being true, Jay, he wins the chamber in what? You give up on him in 2 minutes when you realize he's still green as fuck, and he's greener than my Green Bay Packer hat. He's greener than the grass in Lambeau Field, the frozen tundra. That's not shade. He's just not going to carry a championship reign. So, Jay, that's just a bad move if that turns out to be true. Let's just keep that in the rumorville. I'm hoping anyway. Yeah, white men can't jump. I said that, didn't I? What did I say? The movie with Wesley and I think Woody Harrelson. That movie is White Men Can't Jump, right? Damn good movie. You don't even gotta like basketball. It's just a fun movie. Yeah. That's the one. You said white men can't jump. I said white man can't jump. So what's the... White man can't jump. Yeah, so what the fuck? That's exactly what I said. That's the title of the movie. I don't know. What the fuck? What are we changing a letter over here? White man can't jump. Go watch the movie. What the fuck you trying to tell me? I said it right. Stop trying to fucking fix something that was right. Anyway, guys, that's it, man. We went almost 2.5 hours. BC gave you what I had on. That was just 2.5 hours on just 2 hours, man. Because we went over the first hour live together, bro. Damn. That is the best. You guys fucking rock out, man. Thank you for all the coffees, man. Never needed, but always appreciated. Even more than that, just taking the time to smash that up as we go toward 400 live. That's going to show the thousands that are about to come on. That's going to show them that we rocked out this motherfucking live stream, dude, like always. Until next time, guys, think, be, live, amplified. And we will. There will be a next time. We will be getting amped soon. Thank you, guys. I don't have my assistant anymore. I just fired her. Sandy just joined Kendra and Natalie. So I got to hit my own fucking music somehow. I don't even know how to fucking get it up here. I have it all perfect for Sandy. It's all fucking big color-coded fucking buttons. You just click the red one. Start, finish, that's it. Boom. Now I gotta get it on here somehow. Hit my own fucking music. I shouldn't have to be hitting my own fucking music. Oh, come on, man. I don't even know where my fucking music is now, man. Give me some fucking Danger Snow up in here. Maybe this will take me to it. I don't know. Let's give this a try, man. Oh! Oh yeah! Oh yeah, this is where BC, and I'm out. This is where BC says, a check your leader. Unit. Let's exit this bitch the right way, man. Salute, everybody. Till next time. Take it easy, everybody. Thank you. Sandy, is that you? What are you doing in the kitchen? Bro, Sandy was in the kitchen the entire fucking time. I told you to leave an hour ago. Oh, I gotta get out. No.